transcription. Barrie Craig, confidential investigator, starring William Gargan.
Barrie Craig speaking. Detectives come in three sizes. City cops, big agencies, and guys like me with a small office and an insurance company retainer to pay the rent. Cops don't have to worry about getting cases, and the big agencies have branches from here to Shanghai. But from where I sit, you never can tell where your next case will come from. Last week, it started with my old brown suit. I'd been on a bodyguard case, and the suit looked as if I'd been sleeping in it for a week. There was a good reason for that. I had. I tucked it under one elbow and ducked into George the tailor's. George had a king-size shoebox in the basement of my office building.
Morning, Mr. Craig.
Hi, George. What can you do with this suit?
If you like herringbone handkerchiefs, I could maybe salvage enough goods.
All right, so I'm not Adolph Monju. How about it? Tuesday?
With the spots out, Thursday.
Okay, Thursday.
Say, Mr. Craig, I wanted to ask you, I've got a problem.
Well, what is it, George? Got a pair of plaid slacks with no coat to match?
No, I'm serious. My wife says, George, you go to the police. But she wasn't here when that man came.
What man? What's the pitch, George?
The man said I need protection.
Shakedown, huh?
The man said I've got to pay $50 a week to stay open. He says, George, you wouldn't want trouble. Maybe a bottle of acid spilled on your racks.
Did you pay him?
Well, I didn't have $50. I told him to get out. Now I'm scared, Mr. Craig. Look, you're a detective. I want to hire you. You protect me.
That won't work, George. Stopping a protection racket is a big operation. You need 24-hour guards, a whole setup to protect all the shop owners.
Well, I could pay in installments.
You've already paid for protection, George, your taxes. You better call in the cops. They're the only ones who can swing it.
Oh, no. He said they'd beat me up, maybe kill me.
Look, George, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll drop in at headquarters tomorrow and bend the lieutenant's ear. He'll give orders for a cop from the precinct to look after you. And start the ball rolling to find out who's behind this racket.
Will you really do that for me, Mr. Craig?
Sure. After all, I wouldn't want anything to happen to my brown suit. George disappeared in a spritz of steam, and I headed home. I put in a call to Lieutenant Edwards. He was out, so I left a message that I'd call in the morning. I was propped up in bed eating pretzels, reading a medium hard-boiled private eye opus, wondering where he found all the beautiful blondes with the low-cut problems when the phone rang. I left the intrepid sleuth under a falling blackjack and stretched for the receiver. Craig speaking.
Mr. Craig, you've got to come quick.
George?
You've got to come down right away, Mr. Craig, please. Please.
What's up? Somebody there? Hello, George. George! Hello, George! I slid into my shoes and took off across town. When I hit the pavement outside of George's shop, I had company. A hook and ladder, 2 pump engines, and a crowd of fire buffs who traveled to Denver to see a lit can of sterno. The smoke was pouring out of the cellar as I muscled my way through the police lines and ran into Lieutenant Edwards.
What do you want to be when you grow up, Craig? A cop or a fireman?
I'll take a rain check on the laugh, Lieutenant. What are you doing here?
Just holding back the crowd. If you ask me, all these fire buffs are nuts.
Anybody know what started the fire?
Doubt it. Cleaners' stores go up like birthday candles all the time.
What does George say?
Who?
George, the tailor. He runs the shop.
Probably at home playing three-handed stuss.
No. He lives in back of the shop. He called me from here. You sure he isn't around?
Haven't seen him. Fire boy said the joint was clean.
Maybe. We better find out.
Hey, where you going?
Inside. It's chilly out here. I grabbed a rubber Chesterfield from the hook and ladder and headed inside. The first flash had died down, and the shop was burning nicely at the proper temperature for browning a turkey quickly. Under the fireman's coat, I was beginning to baste in my own juice as I pushed into the back room. I found what I was looking for under the counter, George the tailor, dead. Carried him outside and knocked off a few minutes to pump the smoke out of my lungs and siphon a little oxygen in.
You all right, Barrie?
You know where I can get a new pair of eyelashes?
Craig, what are you doing sightseeing in a fire at this hour of the night? And how did you know that guy was in there?
I told you, Lieutenant. George called me. He was up against the protection grip. He tried to hire me. I told him I'd have you look into it.
Well?
It's too late for a referral now.
Yeah? Well, it looks like it's my baby now. You better give me the whole shooting match to date.
I have. That's all I've got. Anything turned up on your end? Any other complaints of a protection shakedown?
Not a mutter. You're lucky you're out of it.
I'm not. I haven't welched on a client yet, and as far as I'm concerned, George was my client.
Well, It's a good, clean pro job anyway. Tough to prove arson.
Maybe not. I found this wedged under George.
Plastic?
Celluloid scrap. Comes in real handy. Stick a plumber's candle in a pile of it, and by the time it blazes up, the mechanic is clear to Nutley, New Jersey to establish his alibi.
Celluloid, huh? Well, then I'd better make my call in. Arson.
Yeah, and while you've got the precinct on the wire, just casually mention murder. The bus from Bellevue rolled up, and they loaded George's body in the back. I watched it pull away. Then a hand fell on my shoulder. I turned around slow and found a pair of thick eyeglasses staring right through me.
Mr. Craig, I'm Alfred Whittington.
Oh, look out for the lapel. This has just become my only suit.
You're the confidential investigator, aren't you?
I've got a license.
I want to hire you.
I pay rent on an office that's open during business hours. If you don't mind, right now I'm tired and a little burnt around the edges.
I overheard your conversation with Lieutenant Edwards.
You'll get your ear pinched in a keyhole that way.
I'd like to talk to you, Craig. Perhaps my apartment?
Perhaps not.
Would it interest you if I told you I want to retain a detective to find out who killed George the tailor?
Oh? All right, Mr. Whittington, as you say. Let's go to your apartment. We rode uptown in the caddy that had to bend to get around corners. The name clicked as we crossed 42nd Street. Alfred P. Whittington. He ran the newspaper that did the big crime series this year. They got Stretch Longo to talk and almost pinned half a dozen rackets on the coattails of Herman Jess, the big operator. Of course, they had to put Longo together with Scotch tape for the funeral, but it made nice reading, and Herman Jess had left town until it all blew over. Whittington's apartment was in the penthouse on top of the newspaper building. We sailed up in a private lift and waded through the nap to his library. It was the kind of a room you see behind the iron gray hair and the whiskey ads. Whittington was a little cozy about speaking his piece, so we discussed interior decoration till he got ready to make the plunge.
I had this room specially designed for my hobbies.
Oh, looks like you make a hobby of hobbies. Guns, original oil paintings, and that fish tank is big enough for a stunted whale.
Oh, that isn't all. I've got movie editing equipment in those cabinets. Color slide projector. I'm very interested in photography.
All you need is an erector set. Look, Mr. Whittington, I'm not writing an article for House Beautiful magazine.
Of course, I just like to get to know a man before I talk business.
With me, it's the other way around, so let's have it.
You know, of course, the paper's been running a series on crime in the city. The board of directors is very anxious to continue. They've so instructed me.
Where do I fit in?
I heard you say you were going to work on this protection racket.
That's right.
Do you still intend to?
Up to the top.
Good, good. We can help each other, Craig. I want to retain you on behalf of the paper.
What happened to your reporters? Measles?
Contrary to popular fiction, reporters aren't trained as detectives. You are.
What do you want?
Whatever you can get. Of course, I want reports direct to me, strictly confidential.
That comes with the price of the entree.
Our legal staff will have to go over everything before we print it. And nobody's to know you're working for me.
Bashful?
Discreet. The staff here would feel I didn't have confidence in them.
Don't you?
When I want a job done right, I go to a professional. I want the truth, no matter whom it involves. But I want the story exclusive, as it develops, step by step.
All right. Then you're my second client, because George the tailor comes first. Next morning, I went down to the insurance company that pays me that nice, steady retainer, rain or shine. I waded through the acre of desks in the outer office and rapped on the glass door marked Arthur B. Goldsmith. Art was the company expert on fires. He knew enough angles on arson to burn out an asbestos mine. I planted the scrap of celluloid I found under George the tailor on his desk and flipped over a few questions.
No soap, Barrie. Celluloid is standard equipment.
It doesn't point to anybody?
It'd be like asking which ball player uses a bat. The mechanic plants a plumber's candle in the celluloid scrap, down she burns, and then they can file the insurance claim in the morning.
Much doing these days?
Average. Not like in the Depression. In 33, the only way to make a profit was burn your own place down every 6 months.
Art, if you wanted to hire the best, money no object, who would you get to start a nice, cozy conflagration?
Pro job?
Major League.
Let's see. Mike DiGiorno's in Elmira. Maybe Irving Turkle, celluloid Harry Bush. I'll give you a list, maybe 10 men.
Thanks, Art.
It's a long shot. Got something else?
Not yet, but if you rake a red-headed clinker out of the next fire, that's me. I started checking down Art's list. It was like looking for the clams in a bowl of cheap chowder. 2 of them were at peace in the lower bay, hugging a load of bricks. I found Irving Turkle on Center Street, right opposite police headquarters, pushing a baby carriage full of hot charcoal and roasted chestnuts.
Hot roasted chestnuts. All hot.
Dime's worth, Turkle.
Who are you?
Barrie Craig. Art Goldsmith at Federal Indemnity put me on you.
Oh, yeah. Why, I got a lot of respect for Mr. Goldsmith. A lot of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your chestnuts.
Thanks.
Look out for worms.
Yeah, I will. How's business, Turkle?
You push ice cream, turns cold. Switch to chestnuts, you could fry an egg on the sidewalk.
Tough, huh?
My worst enemy should have it better.
You haven't been roasting anything besides chestnuts lately?
Like what?
Like tailor shops?
Mr. Craig, I'm telling you honest, I ain't so much as set fire to a cigarette since the last time I got sprung.
Sure.
Look, I ain't so young no more. You could get pneumonia standing out here, but inside those cell blocks, it ain't so nice neither. I ought to know. I've been in maybe 18 years since I was 13. Warwick, Elmira, Clinton, I've been them all. Enough already. I made up my mind I want to die on the outside.
Could you use 5, Turkle?
You're kidding.
I want to find a mechanic who did a job on the west side yesterday.
A tailor shop?
You know about it?
I read it in the paper.
I got a list from Art Goldsmith. Save me some time, and it's worth a thin.
Mr. Goldsmith, I shouldn't ought to put me on the list. I retired. I wouldn't...
How about the rest of them?
Well, I heard somebody the other day saying Harry Bush made a good connection.
Where can I find him?
Look, Mr. Craig, I'm on my own now. There wouldn't nobody even feel bad if I got took.
I'll cover you, Turkle.
All right. Harry Bush has got a drop from Long Island City. Easy glide roller skating rink.
All right, Turkle. Thanks a lot.
You tell Mr. Goldsmith I'm retired. You tell him that. I got a lot of respect for Mr. Goldsmith. Excuse me, I got to get back to work. Chestnuts. Hot roasted chestnuts.
The Easy Glide roller skating rink was in a factory district across the river in Queens. It was an oversized barn with high school kids on wheels where the cows should be. I managed to collide with a redhead in a turtleneck sweater and one of those velvet skating skirts that looked like the paper panties on a lamb chop, and she told me where to look for Harry Bush. There was a sign on the door that said, "Manager, keep out," but I decided to overlook it.
Who's that?
Hello, Harry.
If you want to rent skates, you're in the wrong pew.
Mind if I smoke?
Who are you?
We got a light, a match, maybe a plumber's candle?
What are you, cop?
Private license, Barrie Craig. It's a nice drop you've got here, Harry.
What are you talking about? I'm the manager of this.
Been to any good fires lately?
What would I be doing at a fire?
Lighting it. They say around town, celluloid Harry Bush is working again. You're in the protection racket up to your pointy ears.
You're crazy, Craig. I haven't been near a tailor shop.
Yeah? I didn't mention any names, Harry. I just said protection. How did you happen to think of tailor shops?
I read about it in this morning's paper.
They're still burning people for murder in this state, Harry. But then you won't mind. You like fire.
I wouldn't even get booked. Listen, Craig, I don't care what you think. It ain't gonna do you no good.
Somebody covering for you, Harry?
What do you think?
Who is it?
Why don't you find out?
Maybe I will. So long, fireflies. Outside, I parked my shoulders against the wall just around the corner and went into a trance. I didn't have long to wait. Celluloid Harry came bouncing out in less than 5 minutes and headed for town. I stuck with him like bubblegum till he ducked into a doorway in the E60. I gave him a running start, then I waltzed in time to see the indicator on the elevator hit 5. I ran a finger down the directory. There were only 2 officers on file. A Dr. Martin Produlik, DDS, and an outfit named Star Enterprises that could stand for anything. I grabbed the elevator on the next bounce and punched the button marked 5. I put my shoulder to the door marked Star Enterprises and heaved.
What? What's the idea?
Well, Herman Jess, I presume. I didn't know you were back.
Who the devil are you?
Where's Celluloid Harry?
Who?
The little spark plug. He came up here.
I have enough trouble without guessing games. Who are you?
Barrie Craig.
You're not police.
Private.
Now, you can't break in here like this. I'm not a well man. I should be in Florida right now.
What's keeping you?
Well, that's my business.
Yeah, I know about your business. You're really a public benefactor, Herman. Where would a kid get a reefer without you, huh?
Yes, now look, the doctor said I shouldn't get excited now.
That must be a handicap in running your racket.
I'm not in rackets anymore. I'm retired.
What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Now, does it look like I'm running a business here?
Well, no, but...
I've got no desk, no files, not even a telephone. Now, the doctor says I've got to have absolute quiet.
All right, then. Just tell me where Celluloid Harry is, and I'll stop disturbing the peace.
Now, look, Craig, you want somebody named Harry. I haven't got him. There's only one door here, and you came through it. Now, take a quick look in the closet and walk out of here. My heart can take just so much.
I'll take you up on that, Jess. Not even a bone.
Now, kindly leave.
Okay, Jess. But if you haven't quit the rackets, I'm warning you now. I'm after the mechanic that burned George the tailor and the man who bought him. Clear up to the top. Put that in your blood pressure and smoke it. I started for the door with a sinking feeling that I was a sucker in a new-style shell game. Celluloid Harry had to be in Jess's office. Unless he was under the rug, I couldn't see him. The elevator door was just sliding closed as I reached it. I got a quick shot of a pretty picture. Celluloid Harry with his finger on the first-floor button. The door slammed, and I stared at the arrow as it swung around. It didn't add up. It wasn't in Jess's office. The only other room on the floor was the dentist. I decided to develop a toothache.
Can I help you?
It's my tooth. This one, see? Hurts something awful.
Oh. Dr. Weiss is on the first floor, and Dr. Carey on the third.
What's the matter with Dr. Padulik?
I'm sorry, he isn't in today.
How about the fellow just came out?
There's been nobody here.
Then I guess I made a mistake. By the way, you like roller skating?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. A book of matches on your desk says Easy Glide Roller Rink. I thought maybe you liked to skate. That dentist setup smelled like a herring factory at high noon in July, but I didn't push the point. I left and found a phone booth in the lobby of the building and poured my story into Whittington's shell-like ears.
There might be any number of reasons for that girl lying to you, Craig. Harry might be a boyfriend.
She doesn't like to skate, and Herman Jess is right next door. I think the dentist's office is a blind.
You think he's fronting for Jess?
I'd lay the odds. When the crowd thins out, I'm going up there to check.
Well, what do you expect to find?
I figure with the rackets Jess is running, he's got to have complete records handy, or he couldn't keep track of the take. I want to find those records.
All right. If you come across anything, bring it straight to me.
The receptionist had left for lunch, so I rang a few peals on the bell to see if Dr. Padulik was at home. He wasn't, so I let myself in with a bobby pin and went to work on the desk in the inner room. I pulled out a stack of records. That latest date was 3 months ago. The appointment book past that date was blank. The bills checked. Nothing later than 3 months ago, except the last one. A bill from the Conmont Memorial Home for $700.84 for the funeral of Martin Padulik.
What are you doing in here?
Huh? Who are you?
Who do you think I am? Dr. Martin Padulik.
He was a rabbity gray little man. Looked pretty good for a 3-month corpse. There was a vein in his forehead, jumping like a kid on a pogo stick. But his hand was steady as a rock, as it was wrapped around a .38 revolver.
You stay where you are.
What do you think you're going to do?
Well, you broke into my office. I'm going to call the police.
Fine. You go ahead. Maybe you can explain to them how you happened to be buried 3 months ago.
What?
You're no dentist. You're fronting for Herman Jess.
Well, then, you're crazy.
Am I? I'll save you time. I'll call the police.
Give me that phone.
And you give me that gun. There. Fair trade. Now, settle down, friend, while I jam a chair under the doorknob. I'm going to look for Herman Jess's records. I was in a tough spot, and I knew it. The License Commission doesn't look kindly on breaking and entering, and if that office was clean, I was in for trouble. I knew I couldn't search that room for anything smaller than an elephant in the few minutes before somebody drifted in, so I kept one eye on my buddy and played it cozy. I yanked the desk drawers out and threw the papers around like a picnic. I pulled the medical books down off the shelves to make sure that there weren't any false fronts. I wasn't getting any tapes from the phony dentist, so I headed for the other room. I dumped the instrument trays, and he couldn't have cared less. But when I headed for the file cabinet in the corner, the vein in his forehead beat like a ragtime drummer on bathtub gin.
You can't get away with this. I'll have you in jail.
Yeah. I slid open the file drawers. Nothing but dental records. I slammed it shut, and my playmate relaxed like a hangover in a Turkish bath. I couldn't figure it. Those records ought to be near that file cabinet. Maybe a secret panel. I couldn't be sure without an X-ray, and then I got it.
What are you doing?
Taking a look in this box on top of the file.
Those are valuable X-rays. Don't get them out of order.
I won't. I'm taking them with me. This first batch are teeth, all right. But from here on, these pictures didn't come from anybody's mouth. Not unless his molars kept double-entry books. Oh, company.
Let me in. I know you're in there, Craig.
Not for long. Which way is the nearest fire escape?
Hurry! I got him!
In the pig's eye, friend!
Craig, stand still or I shoot.
The window was locked, so I tossed a waste paper basket through it. I was 2 floors down the fire escape when Jess showed up in the window. Others were slamming around like a pinball game with body English. I hit the ground and sprinted for the curb. Then I jumped into a waiting hack. Just pulled away, I saw Celluloid Harry bounce out of the building and into another cab.
Hey, mister, I wouldn't want to make you nervous, but you're being followed.
No, I'm very popular. Can you lose them?
No. My life insurance lapsed last week.
Would $50 change your mind?
What good is insurance after I'm dead? 50 I can spend now. Hold on to your plate.
We weaseled through Manhattan. The cab behind us stuck like a mustard plaster. We got into a jam and a transverse across Central Park.
Hang on, mister. I'm going to cut inside that bus on the sidewalk. You got caught by the lights.
Shot straight up to Whittington's mid-line sewer. He was showing himself color shots with his Cocker Spaniel on a slide projector when I waltzed in.
Craig, you didn't ring?
Doorbells are for process service. I've got Herman Jess and the protection racket in my pocket. Here.
What are these?
Dental X-ray films. Only there isn't an inlay in the bunch. These are Jess's records, microfilm to match the teeth X-rays.
Are you sure?
You can't read them without a magnifying widget. But I'll bet there's enough in that envelope to send Jess up the river like salmon. Shall I call the cops?
I'll take care of that, Craig.
Wait. You expecting anybody up here tonight?
No, I left orders not to be disturbed.
In that case, we'd better get ready to receive company. Somebody's coming up the stairs. I thought I lost Harry, but I guess he's stuck. Chuck that envelope in the fish tank.
What the?
Go ahead. It won't hurt the film. Now, try to look innocent.
All right, Craig. Get him up.
We were just talking about you, Jess. Was your nose itching?
You hoist him, too, Whittingham.
You can't get away with this, Jess. I'll have you...
You won't do anything. You're pretty brave in those crusading editorials. Wrecked my health. Let's see you stand up against the gun.
Craig, do something.
Got any suggestions?
I want those records this sponge brain stole from me.
You got me wrong, Jess.
Shall I work on him?
No. We'll try Whittington.
What are you going to do?
Harry, ask him where those records are.
You get away from me.
You heard Mr. Jess. Where are the records?
I don't know.
Hey!
Don't move, Craig. Ask him again, Harry.
Come on, Whittington. Where are they?
I don't know, I told you. Let me alone.
Listen, Jess.
Don't move. I'm a very nervous man. It would be very bad for me to shoot you. Now you got anything to say?
No, not when you put it that way.
Okay, Harry, go ahead.
All right, Whittington.
No, don't hit me again. No, don't.
Where are those records?
No, not again. There, in the fish tank. Craig hid them there.
Harry,
I got them.
look inside.
It's films, all right.
All right, we're getting out of here. Come on, Harry.
What's that?
Mr. Whittington is having open house.
What are you talking about, Craig?
I think the boys in blue are coming to tea.
A cop. He's bluffing.
Care to wait and see?
The back door, Harry. We don't want trouble on the way out. Take care and play.
A pleasure.
Harry was behind me when he let me have it with the butt end of his gun. I retired temporarily from this world, and when I got back, I was looking at a pair of shoulders 4 yards wide with Lieutenant Buck Edwards cooing gently in my ear.
Craig, you all right?
Oh.
I'd better send for a doctor.
How about Jess?
That is yesterday's racing form. He tried to shoot it out with the boys I had staked downstairs. And Celluloid Harry's on his way to prison ward at Bellevue.
Just dead, eh? Lieutenant, did you search the body? There was certain evidence.
You mean this envelope?
That belongs to the paper, Lieutenant. Part of a confidential report.
I don't know, Mr. Whittington.
I'll take complete responsibility. We rate a break on this story. Craig was retained by us.
Go ahead, Buck. Give it to him.
Excellent. I'll put it in my safe.
Better look at it first.
What do you mean?
You'll find it's a real classy collection of diseased choppers.
What are you talking about?
They aren't the real microfilm records. They're just a bunch of legitimate x-rays of teeth. I left the real records with the cab driver and told him to take them to Lieutenant Edwards.
What you told me...
Sure I did. But I like to play it safe. I knew Jess would be after me, and I was afraid he might persuade you to give them back.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I was rather weak. But I really thought he intended to kill us.
Oh, don't apologize. You were terrific. That was a great strong-arm scene you played with your stooges.
Stooges?
Sure. Why do you think I ducked those records, Whittington? When I was going through that X-ray file, one thing caught my eye, a color transparency. It didn't exactly belong in that file because I'd seen a print of that picture before, on your desk. A very flattering portrait of your wife.
My wife?
Yes, you made a slight mistake. You must have got it mixed up with your microfilm records when you shipped them back to your boy, Herman Jess.
Oh, see here. Are you trying to insinuate that
I mean, you're the real boss behind this racket, not Harry Jess.
Why, well, that's absurd. If that were true, then why would I have hired you?
Self-protection. Your board of directors was pushing you to deliver that crime series, but you figured that if I turned anything up, it'd be easy to take care of me this way.
Craig, you're out of your mind. You can't prove a thing.
Oh, yes, we can. We checked those microfilms, Mr. Whittington. There's a payoff to you listed on every page. You've been under arrest for the last 5 minutes.
Well, Whittington, I guess this squares accounts for George the tailor, but you still owe me for one brown suit. I'll put it on the bill for services rendered.
Take him away, boys. Coming, Barrie.
Coming, Lieutenant. So long, folks. See you next week.
You have just heard Barrie Craig, Confidential Investigator, starring William Gargan. Next week, another exciting transcribed story starring America's #1 detective, William Gargan, as Barrie Craig, Confidential Investigator. Tonight's story was written by Ernest Kenoy and featured Santos Ortega in the role of Alfred Whittington. Your announcer is Don Pardo. All persons and places mentioned in this program were fictitious, and any resemblance to actual persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
Three chimes mean good times on NBC. Till we meet again next Wednesday for another hard-hitting adventure with Barrie Craig, Confidential Investigator, let me give you a brief rundown of the adventure shows you can hear on NBC. Tomorrow night on NBC, there are a trio of action programs starting off with Mr. Keene, Tracer of Lost Persons, as he investigates another thrilling mystery. Then Dragnet brings you an authentic criminal case history as taken from the files of the Los Angeles police. Later, Counter Spy is called in to solve a case which threatens to endanger our national security. Then on Saturday, screen actor Brian Dunleavy takes you down the shadow-filled corridors of mystery on another dangerous assignment. On Sunday, NBC's adventure shows include a spine-tingling visit with Martin Caine, Private Eye, followed by the exciting story of The Whisperer. Later, Douglas Fairbanks is featured in The Silent Men with authentic action stories about your government security agents. On Monday, Herbert Marshall comes to the NBC microphone to assume the mysterious identity of the man called X. Then Tuesday night, hear Big Town, and another pulse-quickening story is told by editor Steve Wilson of the Illustrated Press. Well, there you have a complete roundup of the top mystery shows you can hear on NBC. Next Wednesday night, we hope you'll be back with us for another adventure with William Gargan as Barrie Craig, Confidential Investigator. Now it's Meredith Wilson's Music Room on NBC.
William Gargan stars as Barrie Craig, Confidential Investigator.
One thing about a corpse you can be sure, folks. Everybody's always trying to palm it off on the next guy.
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. A wise man once said a good detective's brain is in his feet. I guess he meant footwork solves more crimes than brain work. Oh, Mr. My aching metatarsal. In my business, you rest your feet every chance you get. Any raised surface. Desk, table, the friendly lap. Off go your shoes, and up go your feet. On this occasion, I had my feet high off the floor in a tavern. Downtown along Bail Bond Row, waiting for a bail bondsman named Soloway. Sam Soloway. We had a date set up. Soloway poured his troubles out to me on the telephone. A Rogues Gallery pinup boy, Joey Florio, had skipped, leaving Soloway holding the bag for bail bond money. A cash loss big enough to give any bondsman heart failure. $50,000. My feet were asleep when Soloway finally showed. A sad-faced little guy who looked as if he'd like nothing better than a good cry.
Mr. Craig?
Soloway, pull up a chair.
I kept you waiting.
Through heartache, stardust, and melancholy baby.
Huh?
The chute box over there. It's been crying for half an hour. You look mopey, Sam.
Mopey? Somebody should have strangled me before I became a bail bondsman. Craig, you've got to catch me a rat.
Joey Florio?
Joey Florio. He jumped bail, yes, but he's still here in New York.
What makes you so sure?
One thing, the police have every exit covered. Also, on the grapevine, I was tipped off that Florio stuck around to wind up his business. Close his horse parlors, collects all the cash he can, like a man going away for a long time.
Going where?
Europe, somewhere. He's going to catch a plane for Europe.
Just like that, huh? A fugitive racketeer under indictment breezes into an airport all smiles and climbs aboard a plane.
Oh, he has nerve, Joey Florio. It took nerve to become a high muck-a-muck of the rackets.
Exactly what do you want of me, Sam?
Catch Joey Florio. I'll give you 10% of the bond money you saved me.
You're a sucker for hiring me on the side. You've got the whole police department working for you, for free, gratis.
I feel safer with one man working for $5,000.
Just how do you expect me to cover the airports? I've only got 2 arms and legs.
I'll hire people. Just show me an expense account. Cover the airports and then cover my funeral. Because if I lose $50,000 on account of a rat like Florio, I'm positively going to shoot myself through the head.
Hear that song, Sam? Sad, huh?
So what?
It's my nickel. The song takes me back, Sam, way back. My first long pants, and a girl named Glory.
A fine time for reminiscences.
Blonde curls down to her shoulders. We had a portable Victrola going in a rowboat on Prospect Park Lake. Moon Dust. The record we were playing was Moon Dust.
Craig, please, you've got a job to do.
Oh, maybe I should have married her, Sam.
Better you remained a bachelor. A shamus in a world of hoodlums. How long can you live? Why take a nice girl and make a widow?
Oh, Sam, come off it. You sure loused up a memory for me. I covered the airports to keep Soloway, the bondsman, from attending his own funeral as threatened. I hired a half a dozen stooges for $10 a day and smoke. You know your stations, men. It's a 24-hour watch, so load your pockets with K rations and carry a change of socks. The guy who comes up with Florio gets a $200 bonus and my love. Chance in a million, but I kept it going for a week with as much action as an icebox salesman at the North Pole. Then I gave up. Soloway, this is Barrie Craig. That tip you got on Florio was a dud. I'm transferring out as of now. I'll send you bills. Coaxing's no good. Neither is throwing hysterics. Keep my men squatting in the airport any longer, and they'll start charging us rent. Goodbye now. I was through with Joey Florio's disappearance. That is, I thought I was through with it. I found out different exactly 2 hours after I'd crossed Soloway off my list of clients. The discovery began with me dragging up the ramshackle staircase in the Midtown fire trap I had an office in. I'd about negotiated the walk-up when a scream stopped me dead in my tracks. At the top of the landing, I got a look at the screamer. It was Polly, the old Polish cleaning lady, complete with mop and bucket, staring banjo-eyed at a corpse curled up at her feet. A corpse in a merchant marine getup. It took long minutes for Polly to find her voice.
This man...
This corpse.
He come upstairs and knock at your door, Miss Craig. He knock once, twice. Then the other man...
The killer.
He sneak up behind me.
And stabbed him. Which way did the knife go? Not down, not with me on the staircase.
Up! He go up to the roof.
Stick around, I'll be right back. I was right back, empty-handed. The roof led to 88 exits in a 4-block square. A perfect setup for a killer making his escape. I dragged the stiff into my office and then talked to Polly some more, getting nowhere. Now tell me, the knifer, what did he look like?
Bad. A bad face. I see that face and I know that man no good.
Sure. There were character bumps on his face and you read them. But draw me a picture, huh? Height, build, how he was dressed, some identifying marks maybe.
Oh, he's short, man.
Yeah?
And his hat pulled down over his face. I never forget. He stabbed the sailor, then he stabbed him again.
And again, and then again, yeah. 4 separate wounds. I've counted them, but give me more description.
He's short, man, and his hat over his eyes. I never forget.
A description to fit every second guy you pass on the street. I shoot Polly, and before calling the police department and making a clam bake out of it, I checked the dead man's pockets. There was nothing in them. Nothing to identify him. Just 3 crumpled dollar bills, some silver, pocket knife, chewing tobacco, a key ring, and a clipping from a newspaper gossip column. Clipping about me. Confidential investigator Barrie Craig, latest recruit in citywide search for Joey Florio. It is rumored that the missing mobster is worth $5,000 to Craig, if he catches him. I was picking my brains over why an unidentified merchant seaman would come see me and get murdered doing it when the phone rang. Craig speaking.
I got information for you about Joey Florio. That is, if you're interested.
Who am I talking to?
General Grant.
What kind of a guy? Look, I like knowing who I'm talking to.
Then you're not interested in what I have to say.
All right, I'm interested. What about Florio?
He's at the Freedom Hotel on the Barrie. Making out he's a bum.
Whoever said he wasn't.
Well, if you was to get over there right away...
Why right away?
Florio's all set to move on to somewhere else. You really want him, it's gonna be right away.
I see. Tell me now, General, sleeping up in that tomb on Riverside Drive like you've been, how'd you know I was interested in finding Joey Florio?
It's been in the papers. I read it in a column.
And why are you so interested in double-crossing Florio?
For a cut in the 5 Gs you're going to collect?
Oh? How will I know who to pay a cut to if you don't identify yourself?
I'll be around to collect when you catch Florio. Better hop to it on a double. Florio's not going to sit around waiting for you. So long.
I didn't go for the phony tip on where to find Joey Florio right away yet. 10 years as a confidential operative, and you don't jump at bait like a seal in Central Park. You don't swallow everything an anonymous jerk disguising his voice on the telephone tells you. It figured. Somebody wanted me out of my office, and right away. I stuck around to find out why, in a clothes closet with my office lights out. I kept the closet door ajar just enough and waited for development. I didn't have to wait too long. There was a knock on my door. Somebody was satisfying himself that I was really out. I watched the door open and close, and the flashlight play slowly around the room. A lady caller it was. Blonde heartthrob in ballerina slippers and a page boy bob. I watched her bend over the corpse, open his shirt, reach in and unbutton a pouch he wore around his middle, something I'd never thought to look for. I had the pouch out of her hand in one grab. I'll take it, sister.
No.
Went right to it, huh? Like you knew exactly where he kept it.
Give it back.
The way you frisked that corpse. No nerves, no squeamishness. You could hire out to an embalmer.
Give me the pouch.
Suppose we see what's in it together, beautiful. Real chummy like.
Oh.
Well, ship's papers, huh? Stacy Crocker, assigned to the Star of Sharon. Dates freshly stamped like... Uh-oh. Pardon me for taking my eyes off you.
Now, hand those papers back at once or I'll shoot.
Oh, don't, please. I'm fond of this suit. Your papers? Here. They're all yours.
I ought to kill you.
For identifying the stiff before you could get at your gun? Who killed him?
I don't know.
Now try for $4. Who was your stooge on the telephone with me a half hour ago?
I don't know what you're talking about.
For $8 now. Really concentrate on this one. Where's Joey Florio?
I never heard of Joey Florio.
Baby, let's not kid.
But I'm not... Who is Joey Florio? And why should I know anything about him?
Skip it. You going to shoot me before you leave?
If you try to stop me.
Oh, I won't. Honor bright. I'll pick you up some other time when your gun isn't showing.
You'll know who I am and just where to find me.
Yeah, I'll know who you are by your picture.
My picture? What picture?
Joke. I'm only kidding. Goodbye now, beautiful. If you're going. But I wasn't kidding. Blondie'd had her picture taken the minute she'd come waltzing in the door. An electric eye camera tooled into the far wall and trained on the door. Open my door and get photographed. I'd be looking her up, but later. First, I wanted the corpse removed from my premises. A gift from me to the good police lieutenant, Trav Rogers. After that, I wanted to know more about Stacy Crocker and the Star of Sharon. Police headquarters. Lieutenant Trav Rogers, please. Tell him it's his mortician friend calling, Barrie Craig. My interview later aboard the Star of Sharon, anchored off Pier 20, was short and sweet. The Captain Jameson was positive that he'd never seen or heard of a Stacy Crocker.
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can tell you, Mr. Craig. Nothing whatsoever. Stacy Crocker never shipped on the Star of Sharon, and to the best of my knowledge, was never assigned to this letter.
But he had Star of Sharon papers on him, Captain. I saw them with my own eyes only an hour ago.
Well, I can't answer for that, except that there's lots of bogus papers around.
And lots of bogus talk.
What?
Lots of bogus talk.
Why, you...
Try throwing me over the side, and we'll both play pollywog and a drink. Thanks for nothing, Captain. Leaving the Star of Sharon on my way to police headquarters, somebody decided it was time to discourage me a little. A high-powered rifle shot from somewhere in an empty row of dilapidated buildings along West Street. It breezed close enough to my skull to give me a head cold. I got moving on the double. I had better look at police headquarters. Trav Rogers had wormed into the case as snug as he could get.
About that corpse, Craig.
Oh, the corpse that Ivy gave?
The next time you send him out, I'll make it a box of candy.
You were saying?
Stacy Crocker was a professional informer. He'd come through with vital information for a fee.
Then Crocker came to me with information to sell.
I'd say so. Got any idea who murdered him?
No, not yet.
You mean you're not telling?
I mean I don't know. What about the girl, Trav? Does her picture match anything in police files?
I suppose I'm a fool to tell you. Yes, it matches a picture filed with us when she applied for a nightclub hat checker's license.
A nightclub hat checker's license?
Why the skeptical look?
She wore ballerina slippers. You know, capriccios. No heels, low to the floor.
So?
So I'm a little disillusioned.
And a little crazy. I have a license application here. Her name is Myrna Wilson. The address she gave us is the Hotel Mohansek. What's your position in this case, Craig?
The usual 100% cooperation with the department. I'm your boy, and I don't cost you a cent.
Jolly civic of you. Who brought you into the case?
Joey Florio's bail bondsman, Sam Soloway. I was to get 10% of the bond money if I beat the department to Florio.
Does the murder of Stacy Crocker and this Myrna Wilson have to do with Joey Florio?
If I said yes, I'd only be guessing. Well, I'll have to tear myself away now.
Keep in touch, Barrie. Let's not compete.
Sure, I'll keep in touch. Any cops I meet, you get first introduction. Oh, Trav.
Yes, Craig.
The Star of Sharon. When does she sail?
Midnight tonight.
I suggest you search her from stem to stern, just in case the disappeared Joey Florio does tie in with the murder of Crocker. And just in case Florio picks the Star of Sharon as his way out.
We have searched the Star of Sharon. While you had your feet up on my desk and ordered my office around, I had 20 men go over every inch of the Star of Sharon.
Ah, clever man. I'm going to tell a taxpayer about you. Blondie was next on the agenda. A residential dump, the Hotel Mohansic. A lobby full of nice old ladies clacking their dentures. Sedate room clerk tending strictly to business. The business of taking numbers bets. The dump reeked with refinement. If Blondie was surprised to see me, she didn't show it. As a matter of fact, it looked like she'd expected me and prepared for it. Soft lights and sweet music. There were hors d'oeuvres on a tray. Cordial glasses set around a colored decanter. And the smell of incense everywhere in the room. Is the party for me?
If you want it to be, Barrie Craig.
You're not surprised I came right to you?
No. I knew you would somehow, sooner or later. You see, I made inquiries about you. Your reputation.
What did my boosters say?
That you're a bloodhound on the scent, that you get things done.
My ears are blushing pink. What are you softening me up for?
I need a friend.
A boyfriend?
A champion.
How about a patsy?
No, I wouldn't be fool enough to underestimate you like that. I'm in desperate trouble.
You're not kidding. Let's get rid of the musical background, huh? That merchant seaman was very, very dead.
I had nothing to do with his murder, I swear.
You tried to prevent my identifying him.
Yes, but only that.
Why only that?
Stacy Crocker was an informer. He'd gone to your office to disclose certain confidential information.
I already know that.
Confidential information involving me.
Involving you in what?
Robbery. I used my job as hat check girl to play lookout for jewels worn by wealthy patrons. Here, I'll show you.
Where? Are they real?
Very real. Rings, brooches, tiaras, loot.
How did you manage to steal them after scouting them? You don't look like a society raffles to me.
I had a partner.
And the lucky sidekick?
Tex Kirby. I'm telling you the truth, Mr. Craig. Barrie.
Barrie, huh? We're really getting cozy now. But let's hear Kirby's version of it.
Here's Kirby's version, but how...
But where is Kirby? Watch how I materialize people, beautiful. Okay, Kirby, you can come out of the kitchen now and join the party.
You're smart, Craig.
I learned to add 2 and 2 a long time ago in night school. I figured Blondie would have a chaperone hidden somewhere in the woodwork when a great lover boy like me came calling.
I asked Kirby to be here in case you insisted on questioning him.
Sure. Okay, I'm insisting. What about these jewels, Kirby?
Well, like Myrna told you, me and her was working in together, stealing them.
And you didn't kill Stacy Crocker?
No. I only knew he was on his way to tip you off to our racket, so he could cut in on the insurance reward you'd collect.
Well, so much for that. Now tell me about Joey Florio.
I never met the guy.
But you telephoned me Florio was at the Freedom Hotel on the Barrie.
I telephoned you?
Let's not get cute now, Kirby.
Okay, it was me. I wanted to get you out of the way so Myrna here could frisk Crocker.
How'd you know Crocker was in my office at all? And in the defunct state he was in?
I tailed him to your place. I was downstairs waiting when a cleaning lady came running out into the street to tell the whole neighborhood that somebody'd shoved a knife in a merchant sailor upstairs.
Smart boy, Kirby. You got all your answers worked out.
Well, it's the truth.
You cooked up a cute story, you two, but it's as phony as Blondie's eyelashes.
Are you always so cynical, Mr. Craig?
No, I believe everything I hear, but only on the 8th day of the week. Nice try, kids. I hope Joey Florio appreciates what you both tried to do for him.
Florio, but we've told you repeatedly...
Myrna. I told you there was no use coming clean with Craig.
Clean as last winter's unwashed socks.
Do I walk out of here standing up, or do you two connivers have other plans for me?
Maybe I have got other plans.
Then for safety's sake, maybe I'd better take certain precautions. Bring him to, beautiful. Murder in Kirby's big try and big lie on behalf of Joey Florio was as easy to read as the ABC on a kindergarten blackboard. They'd outsmarted themselves, the way phonies always do. I'd been fed a melancholy lie in a room lousy with monograms. Monograms on the sofa pillow, on the tablecloth, even on the silk lounging pajamas Blondie's been wearing. The monogram? JF. JF for Joey Florio. It all boiled down to one simple truth. I didn't have to be the seventh son of a gypsy to figure it out. Florio planned to leave justice, sail away the bondsman and the USA behind him. Not by plane, but on the Star of Sharon. Stacy Crockett'd come to tell me that when somebody stopped him. Then Kirby and Blondie did what they could to stop me from identifying Crocker. From tying Crocker in with the Star of Sharon. I was in a doorway along the waterfront at 1:45, 15 minutes before sailing time. There was a cop assigned by Trev Rogers on 6th post, watching the Star of Sharon until it sailed. Everything was as quiet as a graveyard for a while. Then the fireworks began with a rush. First came a scream. A woman screaming her head off around some dark corner. Cop on detail went running toward the screen, waving a service gun. I stood pat in the doorway. It was a decoy trick. It had whiskers on it. If it wasn't, even a woman getting herself murdered somewhere couldn't get me away from the Star of Sharon. I played it right. With the cop diverted, a car rolled up to a fast stop right in front of the pier. I watched the guy jump out and the car shoot away. I didn't have to guess who. Bail jumper Joey Florio, catching a freighter at the last minute. He was running for the gangplank when I fired a warning shot. Florio, stop where you are! Florio stopped cold and I went across to get him. Somebody had other plans for Florio. Somebody with a stuttering typewriter. When I finally got over to Florio, he had more holes in him than a Swiss cheese. The police took over. The last I saw of Lieutenant Rogers, he was hitching a ride on the morgue wagon. I caught a cab to the home of Sam Soloway, bail bondsman. I had enough for a cruise around the moon and back coming to me, if I could sell a corpse to Sam. Hello, Sam.
Craig? This time of night?
I never sleep. Too many guns going off. Still want Joey Florio?
I still want my $50,000.
Is it still 10% for me?
Bargain's a bargain.
In cash, right away.
Right away? Well, Craig, it's after midnight.
I know you keep that much cash on you. Guys get themselves in trouble with the law at all hours. I've seen you come running to post cash bond in the middle of the night.
Craig, you're a regular fox. All right, cash. Here. $100 bills. Now, what have you got Joey Florio?
I turned him over to the morgue wagon.
The morgue wagon?
Florio was machine gunned to death less than an hour ago.
Florio was murdered?
Yeah. But he isn't worth crying over, Sam, so dry your tears. But she's worth crying over, Sam.
She?
That girl in the picture on your desk. Who is she?
My daughter, Hannah.
Hannah? I know her as a hat check girl calling herself Myrna Wilson. You didn't really expect to get away with it, did you, Sam?
No, I guess not. All I wanted to do was see Joey Florio dead.
And you sure did that. I didn't have to be too bright to know that you had some hidden motive in bailing out a bad risk like Joey Florio.
I wanted him out of jail, in the open, where I could kill him.
So you hired me to lead you to him, before he either got away or the police steal him off from your vengeance. Then you followed me around while I looked for Florio.
Yes. He turned my daughter's head. He dishonored me. I wanted to kill him myself.
I'm sorry, Sam. Sorry you were fool enough to take the law in your own hands. You want your $5,000 back?
Keep it, Craig. You earned it. You're a good investigator.
The trouble you're in, you'll need it, Sam. So I'm giving it back. That much money, I get fat and lazy. Besides, I didn't really earn it. As it turned out, I didn't catch up with Florio. Get your hat, Sam. On our way to police headquarters, we'll hire you a good lawyer. Maybe he won't go too hard on you for exterminating a rat. Well, you rest your feet in my business every chance you get. Any raised surface handy. Off go your shoes and off go your feet. You drowse off, wondering about things. Things like the bittersweet memories of an old song can stir up. A golden girl named Gloria and a portable Victrola in a park rowboat. You wonder about the crazy anger that changes a sad-faced little bondsman into a murderer. Salloway. Poor, sad-faced Salloway. How will it go with him in court, you wonder? And you worry. You worry. Good night, folks. See you next week.
You have been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. Tonight's story, Corpse on Delivery, was written by John Robert. Next week, it's the strange story of the borrowed knife, about which Barrie Craig has this to say.
One thing about marriage, folks. Many are made in heaven, but there are others that are unmade by the forced application of the vow, unto death do us part. See you next week, folks.
Featured in the role of Myrna was Amzie Strickland. Barrie Craig, starring William Gargan, was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Don Parlow speaking.
Now it's Meredith Wilson's Music Room on NBC.
One thing about marriage, folks. Many are made in heaven, but there are others that are unmade by the forced application of the vow, unto death do us part.
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. That's the name, Barrie Craig. You rent an office on the 3rd floor of the old Mercantile building. You've got a city license which says you're a confidential investigator. So, most of your life, you sit around and wait. Some of the guys in the business hire blondes and call them secretaries. Others confide in cab drivers, bend bartenders' ears, even buy dictating machines. Maybe it helps them forget that they're the loneliest guys in the world, because nobody really talks to you. The suspicious wives, the frightened parents, the desperate kids who walk into your office never even see you. To them, you're a license, a pair of ears, and sometimes a gun. Nothing human. And after a while, maybe you're not. It's open.
How do you lock this door?
There's a thing underneath the doorknob there. You slide it over.
Oh, yeah. You're Barrie Craig.
Yeah.
You're not doing very well, are you? I could write my name on the dust on your desk.
What name would that be?
Wilma Lord.
How do you do, Miss Lord?
Mr. Craig, have you ever killed anyone?
Not for a fee.
Will you answer a question about the weather?
I don't know much about the weather. Well, why'd you lock the door behind you, Miss Lord?
I can't have anybody see me here.
There's a woman comes around a couple of times a week. I'll speak to her about the dust.
Oh, that's not... I'm going to marry a man named John Waring.
Uh-huh.
He's older than I am, a lot older.
It's a question of taste.
He's rich.
Sweetens the taste.
We're going to be married in a few weeks. I want nothing to happen to that marriage. I'll hire you.
Cupid Craig, with a $sign in front of the Cupid. What do you think might happen?
Death.
Something wrong with Waring's health?
You've heard of murder, haven't you?
I've heard of it. Whose murder, yours or Waring? The door's locked. Whose murder?
I can't say. Is there another way out?
Back of the water cooler. Leads to the back hallway and the fire stairs.
I'll phone you.
Sure. Yeah?
Get out of my way.
That gun a little heavy for you?
I said...
Okay. Well?
The dame. Where's the dame?
You don't look too good.
Where is she?
Got a name for her?
The dame. Walked in here, I seen her.
And now you want to take another look?
Want to give her back a knife. Knife?
The floor stopped him. I kicked the door shut behind him. The knife he'd mentioned was angling out between his shoulder blades. I didn't want anybody to confuse him with a client. The homicide squad arrived and went to work. I don't like watching the boys. They're too smooth. I start thinking of all the stiffs they practiced on. I shut my eyes.
Are we boring you, Craig?
Lieutenant Rogers, I've seen it all before.
Too bad. If only we could work out an entirely new approach. Then perhaps you'd watch us,
Stop being so tough, Trav. Everybody's forgiven you for having gone to college.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Craig, the story's no good.
The only one I've got on hand.
I'll tell you why it's no good. The punk there with a knife in his back was on the Harry Otis payroll.
Oh?
Wilma Lord is on the Otis payroll.
Must be a large payroll.
Among his varied and largely illegal activities, Otis also runs a supper club over on the east side. The Gilded Lily.
Mm-hmm.
You can have Wilma Lord for supper there 6 nights a week and twice on Sundays.
It's too early for supper.
The last couple of months, Otis has been very busy. Hovering up.
The Crime Commission?
The Crime Commission. Mr. Otis is a very large target for them. He's been doing his best to shrink recently. Wilma Lord could have come to you because she planned to concertize with the commission and wanted protection.
Why me?
You're big. You're good-natured. And, well...
I'm stupid?
No. But you like to believe people when they give you a chance to.
What about the Waring angle? Did she pick him out of the phone book?
There is no Waring angle. John Waring happens to be a distinguished philanthropist. That means a guy with so much money he even gives some of it away.
Thanks for the translation. I still believe Wilma Lord's story.
Why? Because she's young, beautiful? Because she looked you straight in the eye when she told you all?
No, Trav. Because she was nasty. Homicide wound up and went away. One nice thing about it, after they were through, the office no longer needed dusting. The clock in the church tower across the street made noises. So, after a while, did my stomach. But I was waiting for a phone call. Maybe the cops would get Wilma Lord before she could reach a phone. Maybe Wilma Lord had no intention of phoning me. I've been a sucker before. I prefer it to being a wise guy. So I listened to the bell, ignored my stomach, and was rewarded. Hello?
Mr. Craig?
Yeah,
Late, I thought you might have gone home.
I'm still here.
You're alone?
Yeah,
I've got to see you. That is, if after what happened you want to.
I want to. I always believe a client.
I didn't know you'd taken the case.
Where do we meet?
Well, not here at my apartment. It's too dangerous.
Wait a minute. Would there be a couple of cops sitting on your lap by any chance?
No.
Why not? They've got an alarm out for you.
Well, the apartment isn't in my name. Look, let's make it park, the 67th Street entrance, in an hour.
The park in an hour. Oh, Miss Lord.
Yes.
Don't bring a friend. I locked the office door. Nothing in the office worth stealing, but this way, maybe I could tempt a burglar. I felt underprivileged. I'd never been burgled.
Hi, Mr. Craig.
Never mind the glad greetings, Jake.
Terrible tragedy you had, Mr. Craig.
That's what I meant. Stop licking your chops and let's ride downstairs, huh?
Terrible tragedy. Lieutenant Rogers says he didn't bleed much.
You take the lieutenant's word for it. By the way, Jake, did the corpse come up in the elevator?
Lieutenant asked me that.
A coincidence. Did he?
Yeah. Come up in the elevator. Didn't have that knife in his back at the time, though.
Maybe the elevator was too crowded.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
How about the girl? She come up the same trip?
Lieutenant asked me that, too.
Whatever made you give up that farm in Vermont, Jake?
Got tired of watching the Four Seasons. What I told the lieutenant was maybe she did come up in the elevator, but I didn't see her.
Uh-huh. How about opening the door?
And if she was young and pretty, like the lieutenant said, why, I'd have spotted her.
Sure, after all your experience with the Four Seasons. Jake, how about...
Oh, I keep forgetting. Mr. Craig.
Yeah?
In case anybody stops around and asks for you, what'll I tell them?
Tell them I'm out checking a season. Good night, Jake. The park was close enough so I could take a couple of hamburgers aboard at Willie's wagon. A couple of hamburgers and a cup of the stuff Willie calls coffee. Willie keeps his coffee urn shined. I was facing it. What I saw in the urn looked like what you see in the distorting mirrors in the Coney Island funhouse, except not so funny. Willie!
You got a complaint? Take it up with the mayor.
Take a look over my left shoulder, Willie.
Oh, it's gorgeous. You want I should pin a gardenia on it?
Somebody looking into the wagon had his face plastered against the window. I don't want to turn and tip him off.
Huh? You hitting the pipe again?
No face?
I bet you inhaled, too.
Oh, forget it, Willie. He must have ducked. Here. Take that up with the Bureau of Internal Revenue.
Boy, you throwing dough around. What's the matter? You had a horse in the fifth?
No. I had a corpse in the third. The park was half a dozen blocks over and west. I couldn't spot a tail on me, which didn't mean a thing. Good tails don't get spotted, especially working on me. I'm easy to keep in sight from a long way off. Nobody had moved the park around. The 67th Street entrance looked cozy and dark. I tossed a mental coin, came up heads, which meant I should go home and spend a few hours asleep. Then I cheated. I went on into the park. An investigator's job is a funny one. Either you play it hard and believe nobody, which is fine. It's safe. You stay out of trouble. Maybe after 10 years, you're growing ulcers because nobody likes you, but an ulcer never killed anyone yet. Or else you believe people. Then you've got trouble. You're not smart. Except maybe it's not a choice. Kept getting darker. Not a choice because it depends on the way you're built. The way I'm built, you stick your neck out. I did. Only warning was a slide of feet on the gravel path. If you're hit on the head hard enough, you get knocked out. All you remember afterwards is getting up. It's a memory you're willing to trade cheap.
The guy looks like he is returning to us, Mr. Otis.
He might have fractured his skull, Peeper.
Private eyes have got very thick skulls. All I know is I read about them all the time. Private eyes are always getting bopped on the skull. It don't bother him.
It bothers me.
Peeper, help the gentleman. Never mind. Mr. Craig.
I've got a headache.
I'm sorry Peeper is so enthusiastic.
Send him over a little closer to me. I'll calm him down.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Craig. Peeper is armed. He was acting on instructions from me.
Was he supposed to bring me in alive? I'm not that funny. How did he find me in the park?
He trailed you there from your office.
Uh-huh.
Rather a cold, unpleasant night, Mr. Craig. You often walk in the park.
I managed to get there from time to time.
You wouldn't have been meeting anyone there?
I could use a couple of aspirins.
Beeper was perhaps a little impatient.
How was I supposed to know he had an appointment?
Beeper.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Otis.
Well, Craig?
I could still use those aspirins.
I see. Well, perhaps it isn't very important. What's more to the point, Mr. Craig, you had a visitor this afternoon.
I had lots of visitors, most of them in uniform.
I'm referring to the gentleman who preceded the police. The gentleman whose untimely death was responsible for the visit. You didn't happen to kill him by any chance?
The cops didn't think so.
They might be prejudiced. Also, you may have pleaded self-defense.
Otis, you know better than that. A man like you has pipelines to the department.
Very well. A question, then. What was the gentleman...
You mean the punk with the knife in his back?
...doing in your office?
He was dying there. Hey, I'm hearing music. Ringing in my ears?
A rather good little orchestra. They'd be insulted by your description.
Don't tell them about it. This wouldn't happen to be the Gilded Lily, would it?
You know the place?
Sure. Some of my best friends have had supper in it.
What was Jimmy doing in your office?
A punk? He might have been looking for a confidential investigator.
Oh? For what purpose?
To help him find his lost innocence, maybe.
Beeper.
I'm not joking. What job was he doing for you?
What makes you think he was doing anything at all for me?
He was on your payroll?
Indeed.
The cops told me. They're blabbermouths.
Pity about the civil service. Things would be so much easier otherwise.
You could buy more for less, huh?
You're not going to tell me why Jimmy came into your office?
I didn't say that. I'll tell you why. He was looking for the owner of the knife in his back.
Oh?
He never got around to telling me who it was. Would you like some information?
Very much. At what price?
We'll discuss that later. The information goes like this. Your boy came up in the elevator. He didn't have the knife in him then. He did have when he got to my office. So...
Someone presented him with a knife someplace between the elevator on your floor and your office.
Yeah. One thing more. It wasn't right outside the office door.
Oh?
He got it near the elevator. He went down. There were a couple of bloodstains on the hall floor indicating that. He went down, stayed down for a while, pulled himself to his feet, and made it to me.
Why?
You didn't like my previous suggestion?
No. Craig, whom did Jimmy follow to your office?
It'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? I mean, for me. Because you know, don't you?
You mentioned something about a price for the information. What price?
What do you think about matrimony?
I've no time to discuss philosophy at the moment.
Or philanthropy?
Beeper.
Yeah, Mr. Otis.
Up until this moment, I've been considering Mr. Craig an honest, if somewhat stupid man. Now I'm not so sure.
Yeah?
Either of his honesty or of his stupidity.
I can get you references on both counts.
I would like to be sure, Beeper.
I take him apart?
Unless Mr. Craig would like to tell us another story.
I'm out of stories.
You're in trouble, however. Beeper, we want Mr. Craig to explain his remarks about matrimony and philanthropy.
Yeah, hold it, Craig. I wouldn't mind plugging you in a leg, say. Give me an excuse. You're gonna stand and take it nice? Okay. Take it. I hope the gun barrel don't scare you permanent. How about putting your arms behind your back, huh? It's gonna start getting painful soon. Thanks. Now, hey, who? Opportunity knocks.
No, Otis. I've just inherited a gun. Beepers. You weren't expecting company. Mr. Otis, I've been knocked unconscious. I've been pistol whipped. Maybe I'm sore.
I wasn't expecting company.
Yeah, that's the reason Beeper was startled. All right, open the door. Let's see who it is.
Hello, Mr. Otis.
The Marine. Hello, Trav.
Hi, Craig. Mind if I come in?
The office belongs to Otis.
You're holding the gun.
That belongs to Beeper.
Beeper? He's lying down. Tired?
He ran into a doorknob. Have a gun on him.
Thanks. Who knows? Maybe he has a license for it. We'll see.
Exactly what do you want here, Lieutenant?
We've had the place staked out. Nobody we were interested in showed up. I got the report that a big man was carried in. Turns out it was Mr. Craig.
That's how it turns out.
The place staked out? Then you're looking for...
If nobody minds, I'll get out.
In a hurry, Barry?
I'm late.
For what?
A date.
Now, wait a minute. Way it looks, you were slugged and brought here.
I guess it does look that way.
You could prefer charges.
It was all in fun.
That welt across your face doesn't look funny.
One of the reasons I'm in a hurry.
What?
I want to have the nasty little bruise kissed away. Lieutenant Rogers didn't argue with me. He wanted conversation with Otis and Beeper. Nobody had mentioned Wilma Lord yet. Not Otis, not Trev. But they were thinking of her. So was I. I tried the park. A couple of hours had died since the appointment, but I had to make sure. I made sure. Maybe Wilma Lord had been waiting for me. Maybe not. Either way, she wasn't waiting anymore. Trav would annoy Otis for a while. He had nothing to hold him on. He had nothing to hold Beeper on. For a while, Otis and Beeper would be busy with the lieutenant. After that, they might be busy about something else. I remembered Trav's definition of a philanthropist. I could use some money. My name is Barrie Craig.
Yes?
You're John Waring?
I am.
Mind if I come in?
It's rather late.
So late you sent the butler to bed, huh?
Well, that is hardly... Who did you say you were?
Barrie Craig.
Should I know you?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're a philanthropist.
Good night.
I didn't finish. Because you're a philanthropist about to get married.
Come in.
Thanks.
In here, if you please. Now then. Your name is Barrie Craig. You're a reporter, perhaps?
Not exactly.
Then why your interest in my...
Marriage? I've been hired to make sure it goes through on schedule.
Hired? By whom?
Your fiancée.
My...
Didn't I use the right word?
You mean Miss Lord?
How many girls were you planning to marry?
Craig, I permitted you to enter my home because you seem to know about my marriage. I didn't expect you to insult me.
I'm sorry. Blood gets on my nerves.
Blood?
A man was murdered in my office today.
Then that's why...
That's why what?
Nothing. This man who was murdered, had he any connection with...
Your marriage?
Yes.
What do you think?
I can't think anything about it. I'm confused.
So confused you haven't thought of offering me a drink?
I beg your pardon. Oh.
Yeah. I could almost think you were expecting me. That's 2 glasses you've got sitting on that coffee table. With the drinks in them. One's rye by the color. The other?
Mr. Craig, you're in my home.
Looks like creme de menthe. A girl's drink.
I suppose it's too much to expect the behavior of a gentleman from a confidential investigator.
Yeah. We're the sorted type. I had an appointment with Miss Lord.
She kept it, didn't she?
Why don't we ask her?
Ask?
Nice drapes you've got. Pity they don't quite reach the floor.
Now, look here, young man.
Never mind, John.
Hello, Miss Lord.
Hello.
Did you decide the park was too cold at this time of the year?
What made you come here?
You wouldn't be holding up in your apartment, listed in your name or not. The cops are bright nowadays.
Well...
Where else would you duck for cover? It was simple. Lucky for me, it was simple. I get confused easy.
What do you want?
You hired me to do a job. I believe you. I always believe my clients. Sometimes I'm suckered, sometimes not. Because sometimes clients don't expect to be believed.
I resent all this...
Don't be in too big a hurry, Mr. Waring. Miss Lord was afraid that the marriage was going to be interrupted by murder.
Murder?
She didn't get around to telling me whose murder, yours or hers. Because another murder happened to somebody else.
I didn't...
Somebody on Harry Otis's payroll. Whose idea was this marriage?
I asked Miss Lord to be my wife.
And she said yes. Why?
I love... You don't have to laugh at me.
Harry Otis. You were on his payroll, too, Miss Lord. The Crime Commission was getting ready to ask him questions about his business, his tie-ins with officials, his backers.
I must ask you...
You were going to say leave. Let's pretend it was explained. Wilma Lord's young. She's beautiful. Maybe she could have wrangled a marriage offer out of you anyway. But her working for Otis can't be a coincidence. Sure, you asked her to marry you. After she told you she knew about your connection with Otis.
My connection?
Financial. Dollar bills don't have pedigrees on them. That's a shame. How many of the dollar bills making up your bank account came out of Harry Otis's dirty enterprises?
This is absolutely unwarranted.
No. Up until 5 minutes ago, it was a guess. A stupid guess. Because I couldn't figure any other reason for the whole deal. Now it's not a guess anymore.
It's not a guess anymore.
Hello, Otis. I've been expecting you. And the gun.
That's nice. Beeper's outside with a gun, too.
And the car? With the motor idling?
Another stupid guess?
Sure.
The stupid ones give the most trouble. If you'd had brains enough, Craig, you'd have stayed out of this.
I couldn't. I was hired by Miss Lord.
I had to, Harry. I was
I
afraid.
had you set up. Waring was going to marry you, so you couldn't testify against him. Why'd you bury the knife in Jimmy's back?
I didn't.
I had him on you all the time.
Would you have had any reason for killing him, Otis?
What reason?
Not even a stupid guess.
Otis.
Yes.
This squabbling. It's unpleasant. And a waste of time.
Meaning what?
Whatever Miss Lord did or didn't do, Mr. Craig is now in a position to inform the Crime Commission of
our business association?
Yes. That would be disastrous. Not only for myself, but for you as well. I hesitate to suggest anything violent, but...
But what choice have we got?
Precisely.
No, there's been...
Shut up, Wilma. You've still got Jimmy's death to account for.
Oh, you...
Miss Lord.
What?
Don't drink that.
What are you talking about? Took my drink away.
You in a hurry to die?
The man is insane. Otis.
Yeah, Otis. The man looking for a murderer.
What was wrong with the drink?
Another guess. A solid one this time. Wilma Lord's wanted by the police for the murder of your punk. Wilma Lord disappeared. Suppose she died in this house. Waring would have the body what? Buried? Burned? Either way, no more Wilma Lord. The cops would spend the next century looking for her. The case would be closed.
Oh, no.
Also, John Waring wouldn't have to marry her. He'd be rid of a witness against him. What he had in mind for you, Otis, I wouldn't know. But he had something in mind. Then he'd be free. He could go on being philanthropic.
It's childish melodrama.
Murder's melodrama, only it's not childish. Mr. Waring, when I walked in here, you asked me if I was a reporter. The gag being you'd never seen me, heard of me before. But a little later on, you said something about a confidential investigator not being a gentleman.
He must have followed me, too.
You said Wilma Lord had kept her appointment with me. How did you know? If she told you, you wouldn't have confused me with a reporter. If she didn't...
Wait a minute. He was checking on her because he was planning to get rid of her.
But your boy Jimmy spotted him on the third floor where my office is. Nobody else would have had any motive for killing him. Waring had to because it tipped his hand about his plan for the girl.
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Then suppose you drink this, huh?
I detest creme de menthe.
Drink it, Waring.
I shall leave now. I find this highly distasteful.
I said drink it.
You're being a fool. A fool.
Had to be done.
Done. The reason I knew the drink was poisoned. Take a sniff at it, Otis.
Don't bother.
A deep sniff. So sorry. Got it in your eyes. Thanks for the gun.
You...
Mustn't lose your temper. Waring killed Jimmy. Sure. But you had to kill Waring, didn't you? If you'd turned him over to the cops, he'd have blabbed. The Crime Commission.
Beeper!
Beeper? You know something, Otis? You must be a sinking ship. That was it. All wound up, I went home, I slept. The next day, I was back on the third floor, being lonely.
How do you lock this door?
There's a thing underneath the doorknob. Oh, you remembered. Somebody following you again?
No. I just don't want to be interrupted.
At what?
Thanking you. I don't have any money. I'm not marrying a rich man anymore. But I don't think you'll mind.
Oh. I always believe a client. Good night, folks. See you next week.
have been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. Tonight's story, The Case of the Borrowed Knife, was written by Lou Vitez. Next week, it's an exciting story titled Dead on Arrival, about which Barrie Craig has this to say.
Next week, I devote my time to a bashful blonde, an escaped lunatic, and a stone-cold corpse. And, brother, is it murder? See you next week, folks.
Featured in the role of Wilma was Elspeth Eric. Barrie Craig, starring William Gargan, is under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is Don Pardo speaking.
It's the Silver Jubilee on NBC. This Sunday night, be sure to hear The Big Show with a full 90 minutes of outstanding entertainment. This Sunday, The Big Show will present such stars as Sophie Tucker, Morton Downey, Ann Sheridan, Jerry Lester, and your glamorous, unpredictable hostess, Tallulah Bankhead. The Big Show brings you a sparkling program presenting drama, comedy, music, everything to provide you with the biggest show in radio. Yes, for people in the know, Sunday means The Big Show on NBC. Then later Sunday night, Theater Guild on the Air presents Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton, starring lovely Claudette Colbert and MacDonald Carey. Yes, there's 60 minutes of top-flight drama coming your way this Sunday as Theater Guild on the Air brings you Age of Innocence. And for photos as well as feature articles on your favorite NBC stars, be sure to buy the current NBC Silver Jubilee issue of Radio TV Mirror magazine. This Sunday, hear the best, hear The Big Show, and Theater Guild on the Air, both on this, your NBC station.
William Gargan stars as Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
The odd thing about a killer, folks, you'd never believe it if his gun wasn't showing.
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. The big gripe with a confidential investigator is that he has no confidential life of his own. You're on call day or night. Some jokers found your pedigree in the Manhattan telephone directory. There's a missing uncle wanted off his nut, a double-crossing partner wanted off with the cash register, or a tomb relic sure to set off a tongue war if you don't recover same lickety-split. Oh, carve out 5 minutes of privacy for yourself and bet on it. Someone's at your elbow asking for a bite. The case in point began a night or so ago in a barber shop. Tony's tonsorial power, the gold leaf on the window read. It was my next. One more customer move, and I'd stop looking like an unemployed violinist. But I never got to sit in Tony's barber chair. Fate popped into Tony's open doorway to beckon me out of the joint.
You there. Craig.
Fate was a guy in baggy pants chewing an unlighted cigar. Marty Walensky, a hack driver.
Hey, Craig.
If you've never been shortchanged by Walensky, you haven't lived. I dragged myself over to Walensky. What's on your fat little mind?
That's your jalopy outside, Craig? The dark green job?
Yeah, across the street. Why?
I thought it looked like your load. You got a dame in it, waiting for you.
A dame? Walensky, what kind of a gag
She flagged me at 78th and 3rd, so I know a good, reliable charmer she asked. So here we are.
I keep an office.
We've been there. Now we're here. She's waiting on your jalopy. You don't want the business?
I haven't seen the back of my neck for 6 weeks. It's my neck.
On you, the long hair looks good. Listen, Craig, it can't wait. Whatever's with this chick can't wait. As a matter of fact, confidentially, she didn't even stop the dress before flagging me down.
Walensky wasn't too inaccurate about the lady's get-up or lack of it. Hair pinned up high like she just left off washing her ears. A mink wrap over a nightgown that flapped over satin bedroom slippers. And fear. Fear and neon lights all over a pretty face. I'm Barrie Craig, miss.
I'm Peggy Palmer.
Well, what's it about?
Not here. Drive somewhere quickly.
But just an idea.
There isn't time. I have a feeling I've been followed. Oh, please start your car.
Look, miss, this isn't a public act. And before I get involved, I want to know what...
What?
Somebody's rifle happy. You hurt, miss?
No. You...
How does the side of my jaw look under glass?
You're bleeding.
Flying glass has that effect on me. I start to gush.
Pull away, please, Mr. Craig, before we're murdered.
Later, in my office, while I kept busy with incidental washing and cauterizing, a frightened lady in mink gave me the facts. A bite at a time.
I live with my brother George.
And no love lost?
No love?
I'm counting the scratches on your beautiful neck.
Oh, my brother fought to keep me from leaving the house. George Palmer. You've heard his name?
Have I? Oh, yes, I have. A Sunday picture story in the tabloids. Help me with this adhesive. Oh, thanks. A freak get rich on, wasn't it? He found oil in his backyard or something?
He found a diary believed to be George Washington's in the works of an antique wall clock.
Pardon my error.
A clock he bought in a rummage shop on 3rd Avenue.
It should happen to me. So what's the problem?
The diary's the problem.
Why so?
It's valuable.
So cheers.
No. Since the diary, our home's been a madhouse.
Claimants and cranks. People looking to buy it, people looking to steal it. The usual backwash to a Klondike.
Yes, all those things you say. What seemed to be a stroke of good fortune has become a nightmare.
Does Brother George want to sell the diary?
Very much, but for an enormous price.
Enormous, like...
$100,000.
Wow, a lot of cabbage. Any nibbles?
One collector, a Grant Tyler, telephoned to say he might pay that much if he could examine the diary, authenticate it.
What?
My brother wants the money in hand, in cash, first.
I see. The window glass on my jalopy, who do I bill for it?
I don't know.
Brother George?
Perhaps for anybody, Mr. Craig.
Anybody?
You said claimants and cranks. The usual backwash. How right you are. Anonymous phone calls. Notes in weird hieroglyphics slipped under the door. Bricks hurled from the street. Broken window glass. We've got more of it than anybody, Mr. Craig. Just come home with me and see.
Come on to my house, huh? Just what job do you have in mind for me?
Take charge of the diary. Negotiated sale to this Mr. Tyler or somebody.
And how do I wrestle the diary free from Brother George?
You won't have to. I have the diary here with me. I took it secretly from George's vault. $100,000 sometimes doesn't look it. I was leafing through an old battered notebook. Blow on it and it would shred into yellow confetti. Valley Forge and Bunker Hill. I could make out some of the date lines and references. Mostly personal stuff, it looks like. The Founding Fathers' beats at the end of the day, good cheer.
Yes, that's what makes the diary so valuable. It isn't a history of the revolution. It's the story of the people around him, his personal relationships.
I say turn it over to a museum.
What?
Do that and turn your brother over to an asylum, huh?
Negotiated sale, please. End this terror.
What's your phone number?
My phone number?
To negotiate anything, I'll need your brother's consent.
But,
The way it stands now, beautiful, you stole the diary and I'm compounding a theft. Well, don't fret. I'll talk to him like a Dutch uncle.
Forsyth 2, 1643.
Forsyth 2, 1643.
Hello?
Hello, George Palmer?
Yes, this is George Palmer.
This is Barrie Craig.
The detective?
Confidential investigator. Now, try not to blow a fuse. Your sister Peggy's with me.
Keep her.
Generous of you, but my harem's overcrowded as it is. She's a little unnerved over that diary. I want you to authorize me to negotiate the sale of the diary. The biggest buck possible, and I don't want a cent.
No.
Try being reasonable, Palmer, or all the diary will get you is a diamond-studded straitjacket.
You can go to... Craig, there's somebody here. Craig, help.
Palmer.
Craig.
Palmer, what's happening?
I'm going to be murdered.
Something happened to my brother.
You've just inherited a George Washington diary.
Oh, no.
Let's go pay our last respects. George Palmer lay flat on his back. His eyes were open and calm, as if now that he was dead, the furies had left him. 2 bullets fired close to the head.
The diary has been here. That's too...
Don't borrow guilt, Peggy. Your departure with the diary had nothing to do with nothing. Your brother was chilled first, then came the search. Keep puffing those eyes, and you'll need a seeing-eye dog to lead you around.
I can't help feeling miserable.
No. You had a brother, and now you haven't. It's something to get used to.
Dead. And only an hour ago.
He was clawing at your throat. It's a bereavement, sure, and I don't want to be unsentimental.
Ask a question.
Is this that antique wall clock your brother found the diary in?
Yes.
I worry about myself on rickety chairs, but that's the only way to see the inside of this clock. Clock's older than sin, that's for sure. In good running order?
Why, yes, I believe so.
The sales receipt for the clock, do you have it?
Yes. George kept it here. In his desk.
A wall clock in running condition, $25. Sold to George Palmer. Company? Got any idea who?
No.
I'll play butler. Who is it?
Gargan for Miss Palmer.
Let's have... Halloween was last week, mister.
Your hands raised, please. Thank you. You too, Miss Palmer?
I've been stuck up by a lot of guys, all kinds and shapes. But this one was in a class all by himself. Short and petite. A waxed mustache with a comical Fu Manchu slant at the end. White gloves and a Maltese's formal tuxedo, 2 sizes too big for him. The gat he was holding was something else for the books. Percussion flintlock. An antique type you only see in a museum case where the card reads, Relic of the War of the States. I watched him sniff around the room a little and then come back to us.
The George Washington diary. You will please give it to me, Miss Palmer.
The diary?
He hasn't got it, friend.
No?
Back up 2 feet and say hello to a stiff.
He is George Palmer?
Was.
Oh, dear.
Whoever gave him those twin perforations of the skull took off with the diary.
Is the truth, Miss Palmer?
Yes, it's the truth, of course.
Of course not. The lie sticks in your throat.
It's only a prominent Adam's apple. Give her a complex about that, and you'll
The
find...
George Washington diary. Give it to me.
To give you what we haven't got, we'd have to be magicians.
Even to live, you'd have to be magicians.
So it comes down to that.
You have 1 minute.
That hunk of museum cast iron that can do the work of a gun?
You'll see.
Yeah. Boom, boom, and where did the world suddenly go? Funny thing, I can't wait to see. I'm that curious.
Curious?
Uh-huh. I know about guns. Times get tough in my business. I can be a gunsmith. If I live,
This is idiotic quibbling.
I'm coming to a decision. My hunch is that what it takes to load that museum piece isn't around anymore. Nobody manufactures it. Nobody sells it.
The minute is gone.
My hunch is that you're bluffing, friend, playing the old psychological squeeze. What if I just begin moving?
You'll be shot.
Barry, don't.
Don't bury me on the side of a hill, beautiful. I hate sleeping lopsided.
Please, nothing foolish, nothing heroic. Give him the diary.
My life's against it, beautiful. Give it to a runt in white gloves and a baggy tuxedo, I'd have to disown myself. I'm coming over,
No,
friend.
stop, you fool. I'll shoot. Let me go.
Sure, but when your outlook on life gets a little more... Smallest man in the world can be the most tenacious. This one fell apart in slow motion. Before giving up, his thumb gouged my eye a little, and his teeth made a meal of my arm. Before coming to, we had to throw him into a bathtub of water. He was out as cold as that. Keep an eye on him, beautiful. The size of him, he can wash down the drain pipe. The answers finally wrung out of him still add up to the zaniest of my experiences.
I'm Stephen Courtney Bellows. The fourth.
As long as the name can get.
My great-grandfather was the Stephen Courtney Bellows, intelligence captain in the army of the Rev.
Gesundheit.
He was accused of spying for the British. Unjustly, Mr. Craig. It's an infamous slur against a great man.
Rough.
Even now, I have a petition before the President of the United States demanding that he restore the good name of my great ancestor.
Which brings you to the diary?
Yes, I wanted to examine it.
Mm-hmm.
If George Washington wrote things that reflect well of my great ancestor, I want this information shouted from the rooftop.
And if General Washington called your great ancestor a skunk?
Then the diary must be suppressed. The infamous lie must not be repeated. It must not.
Cut it. One question, Bellows.
Yes?
What lunatic asylum do you call home?
Harbor Heights. But I was detained there unjustly. It was all part of an infamous...
An escaped lunatic in a monkey suit, armed with an old dueling pistol. About the pistol, it turned out my hunch was cockeyed. It was loaded.
You could have been killed.
If the gun didn't backfire.
But I can't understand. Why didn't he shoot?
His reflexes wouldn't reflex. He was so hoodooed watching me behave like a suicide, he couldn't get up the coordination it took to blast away.
Oh, I'm glad he couldn't. So glad.
Are you so glad?
Yes.
You say that like... You know something?
What, Barrie?
Keep twinkling those eyes at me, and I'll climb right up on that white cloud with you.
And, Barrie?
Go sailing over the moon.
Oh, I love sailing over the moon.
A little later, over ham steaks and coffee in a midtown half-brow, Peggy and I batted the case around with Lieutenant Trav Rogers.
Just a few more facts, Craig. That is, if you can spare them.
Well, you know about all there is.
I know you gave me exclusive custody of a corpse and a lunatic.
Show more respect, Trav. Bellows' great-grandfather...
I've already had the pedigree up to my ears. I want the diary, Craig.
Who doesn't? You'll have to get on the end of a long line.
You won't surrender it?
By court order?
By police request.
No can do.
And our reason?
It's the property of my client here, sacred to my keeping.
I asked your reason.
State. Diary's the honey that draws the flies. While I've got it, it's open season on Barrie Craig. Someone may come calling with a gun, and voila, I'll catch me a murderer.
Or catch a bullet. All right. Your life. Squander it any way you like. Good night, Miss Palmer.
Good night, Lieutenant.
With the good lieutenant off, muttering to himself, and Peggy off, tending to whatever it is girls tend to, I made like a negotiator. Grant Tyler, a guy with $100,000 worth of interest in an old notebook, was a guy well worth cultivating.
Hello?
Hello. I want to talk to Grant Tyler.
This is Grant Tyler.
Barrie Craig, representing the Palmers.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That cash offer of $100,000 for the George Washington diary, does it still hold good?
It does, providing, of course, that I can first examine the diary.
I'll bring it right over.
If you like.
What's the shortest route to your place?
Up Cohegan Boulevard, the third traffic light past Forest Park.
Third traffic light. I've got it. Be seeing you, Tyler. The second traffic light past Forest Park, I got the stop signal, a hand signal. A guy in a blue uniform,
traffic cop or a fireman or a parcel delivery messenger. In the dark, he looked like all three of them.
You were going 60, pal.
The gas pedal jammed. Are you a traffic cop?
No.
No? Then what the...
Don't get impolite, pal.
No. I'd be a dope too. So it's a stick-up.
Surprise.
$40 is all I've got. You'll never make Bermuda.
Keep your wallet in your pocket. Now drive into the park. All I want is your company. Into the park, pal.
A closer look at the uniform, and I knew it. A $4 rental in any theatrical costume shop. I'd been suckered. Our destination in the park was a shadowy side road. On the green, Buster got down to cases.
Let's have it, pal.
It?
The George Washington diary.
Oh, you know about it.
Hand it over.
Just like that, huh? Cigarette?
Stalling can't do you no good.
Can I help it if I'm a dedicated chain smoker? Oh, matches. I'm out of them. You, Buster?
Here.
Thanks. I can face the future now.
Give me the diary. Or do you still want to clown around?
No, the diary. Here it is. From me to you without love. Who are you working for, Buster?
2 kids and a blind grandmother. Mind if I borrow your car?
Help yourself.
Thanks, sport. Now turn around.
Must you?
It's a compulsion with me, pal. I'll cash in this diary and go get analyzed.
Promise?
My word of honor.
It took a long time for the balloon to drift down from out of gravity and settle back on my shoulders. When I was finally used to owning a head again, I had a cab drop me at Tyler's. I'd meet up with the baloney cop again if the cover of his matchbox I'd connived was any help. Moriarty's Bar and Grill, the cover said. I'd be haunting the place.
Yes?
Barrie Craig.
Oh, you're late.
Sorry, I was detained.
Well, we'll have to do this another night, Craig. I've no time left for you now.
Tough. Can I come in a minute?
Well, I see no point in...
Thought you were an Americana collector crazy to buy the diary.
I am, but...
But I haven't got it to sell, and you know I haven't got it. That's why the brush now?
You're speaking nonsense.
Am I? I was detained, I said, by a hood who stuck me up for the diary.
I know nothing about it.
Then what do you know? Talk and act responsibly, Tyler. George Palmer was murdered earlier tonight.
George Palmer was murdered?
If you didn't know it, talk to me, Tyler.
Well, after your telephone call, Mr. Holland telephoned me.
The junk dealer who sold Palmer the antique wall clock?
Yes. Holland said he'd have the diary for me, and could he come over right away, tonight?
And you said yes?
Well, I'd be a fool not to. Holland's price is only $10,000.
And 10 years for receiving stolen goods?
Holland claims to be the rightful owner, that he merely sold Palmer a clock.
Even so, you'd still buy a lawsuit?
That's much of a risk I'm willing to take. Holland's engaged lawyers, offered to guarantee me against loss.
Holland's due here tonight, you say?
Any minute now. You'd better go.
No, I'd better stay where I can listen and not be seen. Oh, here, maybe. Park behind the drape.
But, Mr. Craig...
You'll lose the argument, Tyler, so don't argue, huh? I got an earful. Holland looked and sounded like a guy ready, willing, and able to set fire to his junk shop and to himself.
You don't have the diary, Mr. Holland?
No, I came to tell you no.
But you assured me.
Something went wrong. But give me one day, Mr. Tyler. One day, and I will get you that diary. One day, and I will finish the transaction, I promise. I only have to get my hands on a no-good double-crossing rat.
A no-good double-crossing rat. Oh, my friend in the park. Buster'd been working for Holland until he branched out for himself. Moriarty's Bar and Grill was a sewer joint. Open a manhole and drop in. 20 minutes in it, and Peggy was gasping for air.
Oh, I can't stand much more of this place, Barrie.
You won't have to. Surprise.
You see him?
He sees me. And making like to come over yet.
Why, the gall.
Hiya, pal.
The name's Barrie Craig.
I'll sit with the law. I just figured out how you got to Moriarty's.
Did you?
Cute gimmick. Conning me out of that matchbox. Your car keys. Car's parked on a corner. Thanks for the loan.
Don't mention it.
Oh, I almost forgot. The diary. You'll be wanting that back. Yeah.
A change of heart?
Yeah. I'm a regular Jekyll and Hyde. Half of me wants to go straight, the other half gets out of line.
Sad. How worthless did you find the diary to be?
Hey, you're smart, Clay. Smarter than one guy's got a right to be.
You approached Grant Tyler with the diary?
Yeah, I approached Tyler. He checked it through with a spyglass, page by page, and then threw it back at me. It wasn't worth the plugged nickel, he said.
The diary isn't worth...
Don't take it so hard, lady. You got the diary in a grab bag.
But my brother...
Oh, yeah. That.
What about that, Buster?
You can't pin it on me.
No?
I'm for hire, but I'm not a torpedo or a fall guy. Whoever murdered Palmer wasn't me. Can I go now?
No.
For coming clean like I have? You give me a break. Make out like we never met.
No.
Sawhead, huh?
Yeah, I'm the compulsive type. But I'll go get analyzed after I even up the score. With Buster nursing his jaw in the pie wagon, I went cruising with a beautiful lady. Uptown, crosstown, downtown, watching the lights go out.
Dawn's coming up.
Yeah, for me too.
For you too, Barry?
Dawn. You get drugged by night, you can't see a foot ahead of you. You're too busy listening to the thump of your heart. Especially with a beautiful babe blowing stardust at you.
Barry, you're talking all mixed up.
I'm always confused before I'm clear. That wall clock was sold in running order. Holland's sales receipt guaranteed running order.
Oh, your mind's on the case.
On a corpse. The clock couldn't be in running order, not with a notebook hidden in the woods.
But now you're contradicting.
Stay with me, baby. When I examined the clock, it wasn't running. The mechanism had been injured. It wasn't running. Yet it was when Holland sold it to your brother.
Does that mean something?
It means that someone planted the diary in the clock after George Palmer carried it home from Holland. Am I clear?
No, not to me.
A phony diary not worth its weight in paper sets off a chain reaction of cranks, connivers, and grabbers. Everybody went for the gag.
George, too? It cost him his life?
Yeah, George, too. The question I'm asking is, who could or would plant a worthless diary in a wall clock?
Who could or would?
Only somebody who wanted George Palmer murdered, but not for the diary. How long was your brother dead before I called him up?
Barry, well, you're out of your mind. You heard George shot. I was with you when you did.
Don't bank too hard on the alibi, beautiful. I heard somebody shot, but it didn't have to be George. Anybody could have called himself George Palmer with me, especially over the telephone. Anybody. Or, say, Grant Tyler. Staging a phony murder so you could blow stardust in my eye. Make me your iron alibi.
We're stopping?
End of the road, beautiful. Police headquarters. I don't suppose you want to tell me your motive. Insurance, I guess it to be. You're the lucky beneficiary. Those nights riding a white cloud, beautiful. You and I'll never see them again. Yeah, dawn's really come up. It's broad daylight now. Good night, folks. See you next week.
You have been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. Tonight's story, Dead on Arrival, was written by John Robert. Next week, it's the strange story of murder in wax. about which Barrie Craig has this to say.
Next week, I meet a wandering parrot screaming bloody murder, a sculptor with an amazing knack for making the dead lifelike, and a hired killer who sticks closer to me than my socks. The three put together spell murder. See you next week, folks.
Featured in the role of Peggy was Arlene Blackburn. Barrie Craig, starring William Gargan, was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is Don Pardo speaking.
Now it's Meredith Wilson's Music Room on NBC.
William Gargan stars as Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
One kind of free lodging that leaves everyone cold, folks, is when it's yours, by courtesy of the city morgue.
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. There's one little thing a confidential investigator has in common with a crooner or a tap dancer. Ballyhoo. You can't get enough of it. The right kind of publicity break with pictures, nats, and your fees skyrocket. Even better than money, you promote your pick of jobs, scoop off the cream. I wangled me a break like that. A lady reporter, Mona Gale, assigned to follow me around by the True Light Picture magazine. An elegant redhead, lugging a camera and a notebook. She'd been ordered to profile me, get the story of my life from cradle to now. But the assignment had her miffed, I could see. I wasn't important enough people for her.
Is there some point to this dreary hike you've got me on, Mr. Craig?
Yeah, there is. Tenement Row, near the dock. America's melting pot. Out of it comes governors, songwriters, bookies. Look around you.
I have looked around me.
Then start taking notes. Garfield Place. I was a kid on this block. That rat trap there. I played stickball off the stoop. Go ahead, sister, make with the pencil.
Must I?
Posterity will want to know.
Are you naturally egotistic, Mr. Craig?
Are you naturally a snob?
I'm tired.
So have a seat. Here, on the stoop. What's better than sitting? Grand view, huh?
Great. Dirty-faced children, pushcarts, squalor. Isn't there some other way of profiling you, Mr. Craig?
Like?
Oh, one of those celebrated cases you perform in so heroically. Couldn't I just watch you at work?
Sure. If I had a case, which right now I haven't. Come on, beautiful. Get the feel of this block. Imagine back to me as a kid. That kid over there, reading the comics. Now, he could be me once upon a time.
How about that weird-looking boy carrying the parrot?
Boy carrying a what?
Parrot.
Well, yes. What do you know? The kid is carrying a parrot.
And coming this way, too. He wants to pose for a before and after picture with you.
Hey, want to buy a parrot, mister, for cheap, mister?
I don't think so, Sonny. He yours?
No, I found him on the docks. Lost. He's sick.
Sick?
Yeah, look at the blood on his foot.
Yeah, it is blood. Bring him closer.
Hey, what you examining him for, like a doctor?
Funny. The parrot hasn't been hurt. Not a scratch on him, I can see.
But the blood?
I'll bet 10. It's human blood.
Human blood, Mr. Craig?
Yeah. Now, figure that.
Oh, if only the parrot could talk.
Hey, talk's good. Watch. Hey, go ahead, you talk.
Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
Is that the parrot talking, or is the boy a ventriloquist?
Help! Later! Help! Later!
The parrot, all right, yelling bloody murder. Sit tight, sister. You hold on to that parrot.
Where are you going?
The telephone check with Lieutenant Trav Rogers at police headquarters. I want to know what bloody corpse the parrot belongs to. Could be you will be watching me work, after all. Mona got to watch me work. Over the phone, Lieutenant Trav Rogers set up a date for the parrot to be reunited with his master. The setting for the sentimental reunion was the city morgue.
Roll him out, Ernie. The parrot belonged to him, Craig.
Steady, Mona. Who was he, Trav?
Vince Larimer, according to an identification card in his wallet. He was found on the docks beside an empty bird cage. Shot to death by an unknown assailant.
And?
We traced him to a banana boat. He'd booked passage from Honduras to New York.
Period?
Period. On ship, Larimer kept to himself, stayed in his cabin. A mystery figure, isn't that how a reporter would headline him, Miss Gale? That parrot you two chanced across was Larimer's only known companion.
Can I see the cage the parrot came in, Rogers?
If you must meddle.
I'm being immortalized by True Life magazine, so please don't louse it up.
This is the cage.
How do you figure the parrot escaped, Trav?
Larimer was shot. He dropped the cage. This padlock broke off in the fall. The cage door flew open, etc., etc.
And the parrot caught the walk, huh? No, Lieutenant, I don't think so.
You don't?
Not enough concussion for a padlock to snap off. Larimer could only be carrying the cage a couple of feet off the ground.
So?
Look at the twist in the wire here, where the padlock was originally secured.
The wire is unusually twisted.
The padlock didn't break off. It was broken off, deliberately.
But why would a killer stop to do that, Craig?
I'm puzzled like you're puzzled. Any other personal belongings found on the late Vince Larimer?
Just this wristwatch, pocket knife, the silver ring.
The silver wedding ring. The end?
The dead end. A corpse, a parrot, a few meaningless trinkets. Where would you go from here, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, you're sure working hard at lousing me up with Mona. But it so happened a detour developed in the dead end. The next morning, while I was sorting my mail over coffee and sinkers in the crosstown diner, and while waiting for the red-headed Mona to show up for her day's grind, the mail was the usual garbage. Bills, all of them stamped final notice, circulars advising me where to get my pants pressed, where to buy my geraniums, and one circular I really stopped to read. The Starbright Park Museum of Murder, exhibits in wax. The circular entitles bearer to a 50% admission discount.
Good morning, Mr. Craig.
The ripened friendship we've got, it's time you call me Barrie.
With a good morning kiss.
If that's how you like to start your day.
Look, I was assigned to you to play Boswell, Barrie, not Madame Bovary. And what, pray, have you in store for me today?
A trip to the Starbright Amusement Park.
Amusement park?
Read the circular.
Bargain rate. So?
Read where it says about the new wax exhibit.
Oh, see, the brutal murder of Vince Larimer. So real it will startle you. Hey, Vince Larimer?
Our corpse of yesterday.
But how...
How could a wax exhibit already be set up for the customers less than 24 hours after the murder happened?
Yes, and circulars printed.
Printed and in the mail. One of them in the mail to me.
You think it was purposely?
I'd be a dope not to think that. I'm not only being invited to get a look at Vince Larimer being shot, but also at who is shooting him. All this in wax.
It's incredible.
I'm in an incredible business, beautiful. In what other business can you get an educated redhead personally assigned to you? Starbright Park was a ramshackle amusement area, a stone's throw off a public highway.
Well, here's your Museum of Murder. Those signs, shocking, sensational, lurid.
And closed. No ticket taker, no open door.
It's boarded up?
There's a bell here. This side door.
What do you want?
A word with the owner, lady.
I'm the owner.
Oh. I'm Barrie Craig. This is Miss Gale.
So what?
I got a circular from you in this morning's mail. It's this one.
You and 1,000 other people, mister. Everybody from A to C in the telephone directory.
Oh, and you didn't mean the circular especially for me?
Are you out of your mind?
Often. The circular advertises an exhibit of the murder of a man named Vince Lorimer.
You come to prove to me you can read?
And also to see the exhibit.
Another time when we're open.
You're closed?
For safety repairs. The building department found 14 violations.
Oh.
Come again.
Wait. I want in.
You say that like a cop.
Invite us in. Having fun, Laura?
It's gruesome.
Snyder and Ruth Gray in the hot seat. Dillinger bleeding all over Chicago's sidewalk. Why, baby, you're holding hands.
I get affectionate in morbid surroundings. The Vince Lorimer murder's the last one in a row, right after Bluebeard. It is.
Some light on the subject, please.
I got no lights to switch on. The power battery's disconnected. Another order of the almighty building department. Here, you can use this flashlight.
Thanks. Hey, quite a likeness.
Barrie, the victim does look like Vince Lorimer.
Like Lorimer posed for it. Even the clothes, the pinstripe suit.
And holding a cage with the parrot still in it.
The minutes before the actual murder the scene's supposed to be. Miss, or is it madam?
It's Dolly. Dolly Flanders.
Dolly, the hooded killer holding the gun. Why the hood?
Well, I don't get your question.
Is there a head, a face under the hood?
Yes, I guess there is.
Model? How?
How?
In the likeness of the killer, I mean.
In the likeness? Well, how could that be?
That's the question I'm saving for later. First, suppose you raise the hood. Get in there and raise it, Dolly.
Don't raise it, Dolly.
Barrie!
Voices jump you all the time in my business, Mona. You take it calmly.
Raise as you are, Dolly. Craig?
Yeah?
Drop that flashlight. Try beaming it at me and... Okay, stubborn.
Barrie, he shot you!
No. Bullseye on the flashlight. My wrist dead from the concussion.
Get flat on the ground, face down, Craig. And your lady friend. Be smart, Craig. From where I am, you're a clay pigeon.
Get down, Mona. Horizontal in a wax museum. Include that in the piece you're writing.
I'll even include it on my headstone.
You, Dolly.
What?
This box of matches. Pick it up. Now this newspaper. Now roll the newspaper into a torch and light it.
It's lit. What shall I do now?
A wax figure holding the gun. Stick the torch under the hood and hold it there. Let's see how fast it melts.
With the figure melted down, my gun-happy friend took one last precaution.
I hate working over a guy when he's down.
But you will.
So you'll stay put while I leave?
Bomb burst in my head set off a chain reaction. The last thing I heard before being blown to bits was Mona screaming. I came around. A long night and 100 years later, I came around. There was a face looking down on me. Pretty, with red hair. Red eyes. Red eyes from crying. Crying over me.
Oh, Barrie.
And music. Bird music? The music, Mona.
It's a yellow canary singing. You're in Dolly Flanders' office.
Dolly Flanders. Dolly.
I'm not responsible for what happened out there.
Who was he?
I don't know any more than you do, Doc, like it was.
He didn't want me to see the face under the hood.
Because it was his own face, Barrie. He's the man who murdered Vince Lorimer.
Yeah, the obvious conclusion. Maybe even too obvious. Dolly.
What?
How come a wax exhibit here dramatizes a murder that happened only yesterday?
You tell me.
Don't you order your own exhibits?
No, I take what's shipped to me on a rental basis. So much a season.
Shipped to you by whom?
A Mr. Scala, Fernando Scala, a wax sculptor.
Where do I find Scala?
He's got a studio in Havermeyer Flats near the railroad yard. Number 179. You through third degree in me?
No. How come you, a woman, run this kind of a business? Your husband, isn't he with you?
How'd you know I had a husband?
The silver wedding ring on your finger.
Oh. Well, coming back to your first question about me and this business.
Yes?
I won't be in it anymore after today.
Why not?
I just sold it, as is, lock, stock, and barrel.
Who to?
Do I have to answer that, too?
Not if it's a secret.
It's no secret. Here's my copy of the bill of sale.
Know ye by these presents that Howard Crump, purchaser, has this day for the sum of...
Mr. Howard Crump thinks he's going to coin a mint running this museum, as it should be run, so he says.
Won't he coin a mint?
He'll starve to death.
That yellow canary of yours, you ever, let it out of its cage?
Why should I do a fool thing like that?
Skip it. Expecting visitors, Dolly?
Crump. He haunts the place to see I don't cart nothing away now that he's bought the place. Come in, Crump.
Dolly? Oh, excuse me.
This is Mr. Craig. With him is Miss Gale.
How do you do?
Congratulations on your purchase, Mr. Crump.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, Dolly was telling us. Dolly said you're convinced there's a profit in murder.
Hmm? Oh. That's a curious way to put it.
Then you put it.
Yes, I believe a wax museum can be run profitably, with, of course, judicious management and promotion. The underlying principle, Mr. Craig, in any business...
Cut. My aching head, Crump. The head I'm taking out of here is already twice the size I came in with. Coming, Mona? Outside the Wax Museum in a drugstore, while Mona calmed her fevered nerves with a double coke, I got the cracks in my skull glued and an iodine pomade where it lumped. After that, I telephoned police headquarters. Hello, Lieutenant Trav Rogers? Never mind paging him, Buster. A message will do from Barrie Craig. Tell him to check Vince Lorimer's fingerprints with police files. Pronto. You're asking more questions than I've got answers. Like Dolly had said, the Havermeyer Flat studio of Fernando Scala, wax sculptor specializing in murder, overlooked the railroad yard. Right-sized guy, Scala, with the mouth of a mustache and the look of a fox. With those trains, how can you concentrate on your wax modeling, Scala?
Even better with the trains, Mr. Craig. I am filled with a wild rhythm.
Spare me the poetry.
Then, for the lady?
Spare her the poetry, too.
All right. I say only what you wanted me to say.
No wonder. Where do you keep your crystal ball?
Crystal ball?
You identified the man who murdered Vince Lorimer.
I identified a murder? You are joking.
You model the victim and you model the killer.
Oh, but you are surely mistaken.
Am I surely mistaken?
I modeled the victim, yes, from the newspaper pictures. And from the imagination also. But the killer, him I did not model.
You didn't, huh?
Oh, just a head with no face. A head I cover up with a hood because I cannot know the face.
Who telephoned you in advance of my coming, Scholar? Prime you on how to answer me.
Telephone me? But I swear...
Was it Dolly Flanders, maybe?
Dolly Flanders, the owner of the museum?
Dolly Flanders, the ex-owner of the museum.
Oh, no, she did not telephone to me. Now, if this interview is over...
I'm to scram and take Mona.
My apologies for it, but I have so much work.
You're a shrewd customer, Scholar.
Thank you, Mr. Craig, for the great compliment. There are no, how you say, flies on you either. Oh, excuse me.
He's told all he's going to, Mona, so let's go.
Isn't there some way of compelling the truth?
Yeah, way to Butte. But I don't think you could stand watching it.
Mr. Craig.
What?
This telephone call. It is for you.
Nice job of acting mystified, Scholar, over a prearranged deal. Give me the phone. Hello?
Craig?
You know it's Craig.
Guess who this is?
The guy I've got a date with, that's for sure.
If you live. I won't just shoot a flashlight out of your hand the next time.
Through talking?
About. I'm on your tail, Craig, every minute. I followed you to Dolly's and I followed you to Scala's. You better stop chasing around asking people questions, Craig. You better stop. Or else.
The case began to wrap itself up. The with a valuable assist credited to the good Lieutenant Trav Rogers. A return message for me, left with Jake, the elevator op, in my office building, suggested that I meet Trav post-haste in the Marble Lawn Cemetery.
But why meet in the cemetery?
A favorite long-lost aunt. Rogers wants me to help dig her up. Oh, taxi! Hey, taxi! Trav, where are you?
Craig, I'm over here, the first footpath.
Greetings, Gould. What do you hear from the beyond?
Read that tombstone in front of you.
In memory of Sam Tracy, born 1910, died 1945. His loving wife, Dolly.
Dolly? Barrie, Dolly!
Don't get into the lieutenant's act, beautiful. It's his show. Let him have the fun.
But, not here. Somewhere over a hot cup of coffee. That headstone read, Sam Tracy died 1945. He also died in 1951.
The same man died twice.
What Rogers is saying, Mona, is that our Vince Larimer was also named Sam Tracy once.
Right. We checked Larimer's fingerprints with police files, as per your request. Larimer's prints correspond to the prints we have of a Sam Tracy, a one-time thief and safecracker.
But there is a Sam Tracy now buried in the Marble Lawn Cemetery.
Mona's yet going to convert from reporter to detective. No, beautiful. Whoever's buried in Marble Lawn is a ringer. Someone's buried as Tracy, as a trick to free the real Sam Tracy. Alias, the late Vince Larimer.
That was my guess, too, Barrie.
Great minds run on the same channels. Who said that? What was the original Sam Tracy trying to escape from?
A safe robbery in 1945. Tracy made off with a cash haul of $100,000 belonging to a stockbroker named Rufus Scott. The police gave up when Tracy, the phony Tracy, as it turns out now, died.
Died how?
In a rooming house fire while hiding out.
And the 100 G's?
Went up in smoke. So the police thought, I mean. As did the insurance detective in the case.
Insurance detective?
A certain Sandy Dowell, an eager beaver in his day. Dowell chased Tracy all over North America before the fire burned him out of the case and into retirement. Well, you got something you can contribute, Craig?
This. Sam Tracy, alias the late Vince Larimer, was the husband of Dolly, the ex-owner of the Starbright Park Museum of Murder.
I read the tombstone, too, genius. Besides, it's a matter of record that Dolly Tracy posed as the widow in the phony burial of her so-called husband in 1945.
I guess Dolly to be the very late Larimer's widow this morning.
By divination?
By a silver wedding ring on her finger. An exact replica of the one you found on the corpse.
Well, we know a lot and we know nothing. Tracy got away clean with $100,000. Even got out of the country. Why then did he come back posing as a Vince Larimer? Why take that risk?
And get murdered.
And who released the parrot? And why?
Frankly, Mona, I don't know if that's really significant.
Bet on it. It is, Rogers. It's the key to our killer.
All right, where would the key fit?
Seabright Park, I'd say. Trav?
Yes.
Suppose I call the move. Can you bear it?
If it catches a murderer.
Spoken like a good cop. With Trav swallowing his pride enough to backstop me, I stormed the Museum of Murder.
Yes? You.
Close that door, Crump, quick.
You, seem urgent.
Urgent? There's a rifle-happy wild man tagging after me. Where's Dolly?
Packed up and gone. I've taken possession.
Uh-oh. That's my rifleman. Don't open that door.
Where are you going?
To your office to telephone for help.
Now, look, Craig, I can't get involved in your affairs. Quick!
Hello. Dead. Now the line went dead. Someone's cut your wires, Crump.
Craig, you can't stay here. I'm running a business, not a headquarters.
You want me dead?
No, but...
My rifle-happy friend finding the range.
Craig, get out of here.
I'll be murdered.
That's not my concern. I insist you go.
You want me to walk out at a certain death?
It's certain death anyhow, staying in here, cooped up in here, cornered. Craig, I'll be killed, too. The next bullet might get me.
You're raving, Crump.
When you stay here, the room is a death trap.
You look green, Crump. Sick, as if you're suffocating.
Suffocating? Yes, I am. The room's close. Stifling.
Close and stifling like a cage?
Yes.
And you hate cages, don't you, Crump?
That's why you let parrots out of cages. You can't stand seeing anything caged.
No, I can't
Even the yellow canary, Dolly's yellow canary. The cage is here, but the canary's gone. You emptied that cage, too, eh, Crump?
Yes. I can't breathe. I'm suffocating.
Trav and I swapped postmortems and Tony, while Mona took notes. Claustrophobia, the fear of confinement. Crump couldn't stand anything in cages, or being caged or cornered himself, like I made him feel in his office. It even showed in his clothes. Baggy suit, sizes too big. Shirt open at the neck, no necktie.
His clothes gave you the hunch on him.
That and the bill of sale Dolly showed me.
How so?
Crump paid $40,000 for the Museum of Murder. $40,000 for a worthless business.
Blackmail?
It had to be. Dolly knew it was Crump who'd murdered her husband on the dock. She devised a cute way to make Crump pay off.
But why would Crump murder... Oh, wait. I think I know. Crump is really Rufus Scott, the stockbroker Sam Tracy robbed 6 years ago.
Was hired to rob by arrangement. My bet is that Crump invited Tracy to come tap his safe.
I'll buy that, sure. The Scott firm was on the verge of bankruptcy before that robbery. And then Tracy never got to keep the stolen $100,000. He was just a tool.
The patsy, lucky to escape with his life. That's why he skipped the country.
But, Craig.
But?
Who staged the rooming house fire and the burial of a bogus Sam Tracy?
Somebody who wanted to permanently shut off police interest in Sam Tracy and in the 100 G. The men say you were supposed to be Rogers when you stalked me in the Museum of Murder and helped pull Crump apart at the scene.
The beneficiary of the $100,000 was the thug who worked over you, eh?
A thug who could only be one guy. Trav, your retired insurance dick.
Sandy Dow.
Sandy Dow. A guy I've got a date with before you have.
Oh, now, Craig, don't be vindictive.
Don't you be casual, Trav, about my head. Before you put the cuffs on Dowell, I'm handing him his cuffs, and that's for sure.
And before you two stalwarts of the law really go at it in earnest, will you tell me if I've got it down correctly?
Some other time, we're going to a huddle over your note. Just one footnote to murder. Dolly ordered that wax exhibit from Scholar and invited me to come see it. It was her way of forcing Crump to come across by her museum.
The end?
Almost. All it needs now is the clinch.
The clinch, Barrie?
Yeah, to keep your storyline straight. Page 1, boy meets girl. End page, boy gets girl.
Oh.
Trav.
What?
Vamoose, huh?
But,
all of a sudden, Mona's got that certain primitive look in her educated eye.
Oh. Excuse me for being dense.
Yeah, scram, Lieutenant. Please do not louse Craig up with the press.
Good night, folks. See you next week.
You have been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. Tonight's story, Murder in Wax, was written by John Robert. Next week, it's the strange story of the naughty necklace, about which Barrie Craig has this to say.
Next week, I'll tell you how I was hired to buy a string of pearls, which was almost woven into a noose to hang me with. See you next week, folks.
Featured in the role of Mona was Joan Alexander. Barrie Craig, starring William Gargan, was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is Don Pardo speaking.
Now enjoy Meredith Wilson's Music Room on NBC.